think we can go into the draft. I will join voice as well. Let's see. Hello?
Hello.
Yo. Wait, the clean feed works for you, right?
Yeah, I'm in the co-streamer
Oh,
program.
sorry,
so
that was very loud. Wait, I lower you a bit. Maybe maybe your mic initially wasn't close, but yeah, there we go. Should be fine now.
No, I'm at the normal volume I normally am.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I was tinkering around, and then it sounded very loud to me. All right.
Ooh, other people liking Garden of Terror besides just Oxygen apparently.
Yeah, interesting, right? I mean, didn't get too many scrims on it overall, but it is a map that's in the pool, so if you don't ban it, you might have to play it. Yeah, so wait, Granit lost earlier today as well in Masters Clash, right? 0-2. I just checked the score.
I have been told that they ran it.
They ran it.
That is a direct quote from some analysts who were watching.
Yeah, I mean that sounds pretty common for Granit, so I'm not too surprised.
Oh, you get to see Maev not on ping. That's way spookier than Maev on ping.
I agree. I think the difference is pretty big. Quite noticeable. It's probably one of the heroes where you notice it the most, actually.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, the way HOTS is coded, it has something called lockstep net coding. So in addition to the normal CD of any button you push, the ping adds to the CD of being able to push the button again, which doesn't matter for most heroes, but it matters for Maev because of the way her Q works. You will physically not be able to get as many Q resets. So Maev can be drafted on ping for her pull and for her calm, or for her ults, but she won't do the hyper carry levels of damage that you're used to seeing on lower ping.
Correct. Also, like the way Maev's kits work, like she has a D, right? The jump. You kind of want to do it reactively, like when you see someone trying to stun you, which is also harder on ping, so sometimes you can't. And getting the tether off right after you press E feels a bit clunky as well on high ping. So there's several issues actually playing her on high ping. But I mean, obviously Gotfilth is not gonna suffer from that. They are a full NA roster. Muradin again and Lunara.
Ooh.
And by the way, they banned Monk, which is like a Smexy staple. Like he keeps picking Monk over and over in Masters Clash.
I mean, he's winning with it, right? He's doing damage. Smexy also was like one of the best Monk players in EU HGC, I think. Like Splendor and Zelia might contest him for the title. But...
True. Wait, so POILK is... Ah yeah, POILK is playing Azyrite, Wubby, Breez and Smexy. Okay, no Quacknix. So Xul last pick here.
So this is something that Diamond Hands has run before with the Stukov. They really like comboing things into the Stukov silence. So they're going to do the root, and they're probably going to try to do the pull as well into the puddle. Yeah,
I remember that we've been victim to that. It was like Xul Stukov Medivh, I think is what we lost to last season.
On Rexar.
And
then they had and the Nazebo wall.
I had the Nazebo wall to lock everyone in. True. Yeah, that's what we lost to last season. But yeah, you're saying it. They definitely like it. And they've been experimenting with that for sure for a bit. So, what was their main tank? Muradin, right?
Yeah.
Diamond Hands? Yeah. And Breez is on Johanna.
So this is off-lane Xul as opposed to Flex Xul. Nice little jump by cæsarsalad there, making sure that he has the armor from his level 1.
Yeah. The charges stay infinite, right? So, I mean, until they get consumed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait, is that Shade, not Backlash?
Wait, what? Sorry?
Xul's level 1.
The green one.
It is Shade. So this increases the cooldown by 10 seconds, but makes you immune to autos as well.
It's a dodge, right? The evasion.
Yeah. It's an evasion. So this is Might of the Banshee Queen at 1, which means that most of Sylvanas' damage is actually going to come from abilities and not autos, and it's also key build pulse. I don't know about going Shade into this comp, actually. There's not much to dodge auto-wise.
Yeah, he should have maybe waited to see if Falstad and Sylv, like their level 1 choices, then maybe it makes a difference, but maybe he just really I think the talent is not bad though, like evading auto attacks can be very useful. But yeah. Who's playing? It's Nintorii actually on Xul.
Yeah. Well, and some people like it as off lane, so because they feel like it's a better safety margin to not get ganked. But the slow actually helps a lot with that as well. There's one that slows your opponents when you pop your one.
What about the damage though? Where's the damage from? But yeah.
I mean, backlash is only good if you think you can kill people with it.
Yeah.
They're not into high health targets, right? It's not like there's a Diablo or a Cho'Gall or something on the enemy team.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Are we at the same time? Because my clean feed just lagged for a millisecond there. I'm not quite sure if it was on my end or theirs, but I'm at 1:15, 16.
I am 2 seconds ahead of you. Mine lagged too, and I hit the live button so I'd go back to the current time. I'll try not to spoil anything for chat.
Yeah, it should be fine though. So hard cam timing and easy cam, pretty nice here by Granit, setting up the easy to help de-pushing the hard. Definitely.
The easies were capped a little bit early. See, they're going to come out of the wall there, so it's going to be a little bit harder. But it doesn't. With the Joe extra clear from Joe, it might not actually matter because they're going to clear this so quickly, and they actually get the Sylvanas stun as well.
Yeah. Rhaegar and Dehaka, we see it on the minimap, starting the hard.
It's such an interesting matchup because it's double global versus and more clear versus a comp that theoretically should be able to have interesting combos and team fights, but will they ever actually get a full 5v5? They're gonna have to be really clean with their rotations in order to actually get to the enemy team without having their lanes shoved unacceptably.
Yeah, that's true. Wubby Dehaka, definitely a hero he likes to play a lot.
Dehaka's a little tough on ping though. Like the delay on isolation, the delay on your drag, it can be a little bit harder to hit because of that.
I personally already think he's hard on no ping because of the way his skill shots work, but it's true though, like on ping, definitely noticeable. Stormbolt, yeah. Slightly too short.
He needed a Storm Spear there for that to hit instead of a Storm Bolt.
It is very good if you can stall it, right? But at the end of the day, that tribute position is almost impossible to steal. But yeah, sometimes.
It does feel that way. Like I don't think that teams should be able to contest opposite side seeds. You can stall them, but never get them.
Yeah, unless they get a kill right before.
Yeah. But then, like, don't end right before the objective. Even Storm League players know that.
True, yeah. Your Storm League players, at least in NA, they know everything about macro. That's the biggest difference I notice when I play on NA Storm League. People are always at the camps, and they're always ready to do a camp as well. Like on Europe, there's a lot more like random brawl and people doing like shit. They're not doing the camp because they want to stack or fight. But in NA, actually, they're always on time. The wall gets killed here. That's pretty juicy into Xul and Maiev. Like, I would have considered that not to be that easy, but we got it.
Well, it's the lateness of the rotation, right? Like the Xul was there, but the Maiev had to come down. The wall was already being pushed by the time she got there.
Yeah.
They really, and they need to be playing. It doesn't feel like they're playing around Dehaka. Dehaka, by the way, full W build, so he's gonna have potentially permanent 50 spell armor into this melee comp and be able to just run people over. And he gets essence every time his W hits a hero. I'd be very surprised if Wubby dies this game, honestly, at all. Like, they might be able to kill someone else, but I think they can never actually focus Dehaka.
Yeah, it's like the Alex the Pro G build. Like, you pick a hero and then you build him as annoying as possible and you just run at the opponent. He did it on Arthas, you can do it on Dehaka now. So yeah.
Imagine thinking Alex the Pro G was annoying. Like,
yeah, by the way, Falstad has very little Q stacks so far.
Well, it's the macro, right? The way they're playing the map, they're not fighting.
Yes, exactly. So maybe he should have went auto attack and then the evasion on Xul would have been the right pick anyways. But yeah, I agree actually. I think on this map, Falstad oftentimes he can't get that many Q stacks. Just because the map is like so split and you wanna be as efficient as possible in terms of soak before you fly in. So you barely meet any heroes. So I think auto attack stacks on one on this map should be almost always better.
it's gonna scale better. They don't have any blinds. They do have the 1 attack speed slow. But it gives in my mind it opens up the option of killing Murden as well. And as I say that, Nintorii dies instantly to a Blessed Shield.
Yeah.
You got a stack there.
True. They used Blessed and the Hakaboro, but definitely good kill. Actually, Azyrite donating. Ay. So this happens if you're too greedy to push, right? Like, yes, Savannahs can turn off, but if they are opponent heroes, I think you gotta be very careful. Like, I don't know. You still get run down because you kind of have to like auto attack, stand still if you really want to turn down the towers.
And you don't have vision of the other wall, right?
Exactly, you don't see what's behind. Yeah.
You're standing still, you're gonna get hit by those skill shots. Breez with a little poke out there, checking to see if anyone's on that seat. He won't see anyone.
Yeah.
I'm actually really surprised that this is Leap from Unaverted. I know Unaverted likes playing Leap, but this feels like a game where you're not too worried about getting dove.
Oh, Wubby with the isolation. Can they get the kill? 1 HP. Oh, he tried to gust him. Actually, wouldn't have done anything either, but almost a kill there.
That's that thing we were talking about, being able to dodge things with my FD when you're not on base.
Exactly. Very nice attempt, though. Is it? Yeah, Maiev has disc as well. Nintorii used his ult earlier, so 30 seconds without poison over, but they get this tribute for free, kind of.
I'm curious to see if they actually managed to hit like big poison novas. It's one of those things where if you're not directly adjacent to it, it's pretty easy to dodge the skill shot.
I agree. I feel the same. I feel like it should never hit you, but then every time I see someone using poison nova, I feel like everyone is poisoned. But I do agree, actually. I feel like unless it's like right next to you, you shouldn't get hit. But yeah.
Smexy tries to kill a wisp, may die instead. He does.
He is, yeah, he is actually dead, yeah.
The wisp is bait. Don't auto attack. He bit the wisp as Rhaegar. You can't bite.
Do not bite, guys. Wisp is very annoying though, so killing it is correct, but his team kinda, I mean, they left him at the same time, right? Because they went for a kill on bottom and they actually killed the Xul in return. So I got for 1-for-1.
Are they going to be able to rotate in time to contest this seed? Or are they just they're just going to give the objective. So they're trading bottom fort for the third and final seed for Diamond Hands. So if Diamond Hands doesn't get a fort out of this, that was a good trade. But if Diamond Hands gets 2 or more forts out of this, that was maybe a little bit awkward.
Yeah. They have, with the 2 globals, I feel like you can defend these things pretty easily. But let's see. There's a gank attempt on bottom. Found Johanna. Observer maybe. Okay, I think Johanna is fine. Wait, she got disked? Is she? Yeah.
We'll never know.
We never know. Only see it on the minimap. Yeah. She's fine. She's fine.
CaesarSalad coming over the wall. Pot turns off the fort.
Yeah.
Actually, it stuns through the wall onto Wubby. That was a clean Stormbolt by CaesarSalad. Unfortunately, Unaverted didn't notice, didn't quite manage to get enough follow-up damage, and even though the silence was there. And wow, that was a great trade for Granit Gaming. They gave the objective, got a fort, and didn't lose any.
And defend all of their own, yeah. That's what I meant. Like, the globals are usually pretty useful. Like, it's kind of scary. If you overextend, they can always global in, right? And the objective isn't the strongest, honestly. If you kill the pot, the fort is gonna shoot again. So yeah, the experience is very even. We haven't really seen a team fight yet, so I'm not quite sure where we're at.
Oh, well, we might see another pick onto the Joe here. They are gonna have a puddle. This is such a good combo, but it looks like they didn't have anything to keep her in the puddle, unfortunately.
Yeah. Rhaegar did cleanse, right? I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
And then she pressed Unstoppable, I would assume.
Ancestral still available. I imagine we're going to see the anti-heal at 20. The anti-heal at 20 is actually going to be insanely good into the Ancestral 20.
Yeah. Yeah. The Mortal Wound, I think it is, on 20. Very, very strong. Especially because these days, Rhaegars, they tend to go for the double Ancestral. So I think it's even more important to have a healing reduction tool. Another disc attempt on top here.
There we go.
This time, not so lucky. Rhaegar's not around.
That's what I've been wanting to see all game, is the pull into the silence. You keep them in that puddle, it's just, you can't push any buttons, you're very likely to die.
Yeah. They get a keep wall in return, but are they overstaying? Doesn't look like it, no.
Looks like Diamond Hands will finally get a fort top. Yeah, that wave will finish it off at this point in the game very easily. And Gotfilth should be here in time to contest the seed. This might be our first actual team fight, unless Granit is like, forget this, we're not gonna...
We just don't fight, yeah. It looks like they are fighting.
Disc missed.
Yeah, and I assume Wubby didn't get off his essence, so he can maybe burrow in and fight. We will see. Yeah, he is burrowing.
Oh,
Diamond
wow.
Hands very... oh, nice Stormbolt. Very clean on the disengage here. Playing a bit with them.
It is worth noting that Hebi is arguably... Stukov is his best hero, and arguably he's the best Stukov in CCL, so he's doing a lot here with the harassment and the slows, getting a ton of damage out on everyone every time he puts that puddle down.
Yeah, there was a lick.
Nintorii.
Not quite kill though.
Another double stun from the Stormbolt. I don't know. cæsarsalad is just a wizard. Oh, but the Blessed Shield.
Very big turnaround. Maiev. Okay. Gus to reset the fight a little. I don't know. Was that beneficial for Granit? We traded a lot of valuable cooldowns here. Bless Shield and Gust. Only got the Maiev disc, which is up in 20 seconds again. But
I mean, CD-wise, that was not a good trade,
yeah.
Because Diamond Hands, everything Diamond Hands use will be up sooner. Is Breez? Breez is... Okay, he does have D. He's okay for now. Nice shove.
Muradin, Avatar. So they kind of want to fight now. Oh, I missed the Stormbolt. Probably can't catch anything then. Kinda... I think he didn't have to Avatar, honestly. He knew that Bless Shield was out, so... Ooh, disc. Let's see. Split focus though. Everyone is hitting other heroes. Puddle.
This is such a strange fight because both teams are trying to control one full arc, but the consequence of controlling the arc is they're not together. They're always split, but that means you're not going to get a kill.
Yeah.
But that means you also don't die. It's like it's so outplayed from both teams, actually.
I can tell you though, it kind of feels shitty for the globals, and we see an explosion here. Maiev getting a lot of resets, trading 2 for 1, and the disc as well. Might be another kill, honestly. No, they don't dive. It's too scary. But yeah, what I wanted to say, it kind of feels shitty for the globals to be in that position constantly. Gotfilth takes a lot of damage. Nice shove to peel. Because you're not soaking, right? And then you can't really utilize... Yeah, like you pick these heroes to get something else on the map usually, but... Because they were stalled for so long, they had to stick around. And the XP is still dead even, honestly. 1-1 tributes.
And both teams are just going to get all the camps on their side of the map again. The next seed is going to be top right. That should go over to Diamond Hands. The next thing that might actually be fought over is mid, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if Diamond Hands just tried to push a little bit mid with their siege camp.
Yeah, true. We'll see. Actually, so even in XP, like 19-19. 5 to 3 kills. Both teams have a fort in mid here, but the seed is on Diamond Hands' side. And they have a Wisp. The Wisp is kinda insane on this map as well. The bushes like that are close to the seeds, you get so much vision, honestly.
Are they gonna not cap the seed until they have 20? They're actually clearing out Bruiser's bottom. Both Maiev and Zul went down there, and then Maiev came back up, Zul finishing it off. And they're not even...
Aka burrowed behind. They're getting ready for the global attack onto Nintorii on bottom. Does he know? Is he sniffing it? He's running away.
I mean, Maiev with the disc, they definitely sniffed it out. Yeah. They managed to disengage everyone cleanly. They do hit 20 first, but also Granit Gaming gets just a second later. We might see our first actual, like, straight-up 5v5 with everything available for both teams in 20 seconds here when disc comes back up.
Yeah. Breez is getting clapped by, by Muradin. Nice shot von der AK.
Oh.
Oh, Breez is in trouble. No, rewind. Ah. Oh my god. Yo, Muradin was clapping him prior to that though. He brought him down to like 80%, right? And then Stukov puddle plus the rewind stun.
Puddle is scary. That is also sort of one of the impacts of Skullcracker can have. It sort of disrupts your rhythm of playing your hero when you keep giving micro stunned every third auto.
True. And the team's slightly too split. Like Falstad not there to gust, Rhaegar not in reach. I mean, it's hard for the Rhaegar because the low blow, like the expanding arm, might not be able to cleanse or Ancestral from that position.
It is going to be that mortal wound we were talking about into the double Ancestral, so that's going to get insane value.
Yeah.
If they clump and get mortal wounded and the Ancestral gets heal reduced twice, oof, that's brutal. They do finally manage to snipe that bottom fort, and Diamond Hands finally ahead on structures, finally ahead on the map. They have a second potential objective coming up here for themselves. I don't know if double global is going to win Granit the game at this point, because now Diamond Hands is in a position where they can just shove a lane, and then that has to be 5v5.
Yeah. There can be some magic from Wubby with a big isolation on 20. I could see that one escalating the fight. We do have 20 Blast Shield as well. Falster gets stunned in the anime. Okay, he's fine. So they actually have... There's the Blast Shield. The puddle... Oh no, the puddle though was big. On the left side though, Maiev. Okay, jumps out.
Ooh, the double D saving Gotfilth there. He used it to dodge Blessed and then used it to dodge Arrow.
Yeah, that is for Azyrite the tilter for sure. Sylvana's arrow whiffing.
Ooh. A little bit of a surprise pull there. They didn't expect Wubby to be in that bush. The follow-up wasn't quite there in time. Huge condemn and a wind tunnel into the wall.
Yeah.
And we're not going to see it. We're not going to see the anti-heal because Zul's dead.
Zul died. The gust was good enough, actually. Azyrite gets out. Cæsarsalad is one as well. The fight is all over the place. Cæsarsalad will die. Can they catch? Wubby is going for the lick. Gotfilth! Oh, he gets the disc and lives. Wait, does he live? Here, the flashlight is coming. Breez looking for it.
And he dodges it.
Boop.
It wasn't even close, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, but that is... They essentially get a camp and a seed on that. I don't think they'll be able to get more buildings unless they decide to push mid.
What happened to the Xul? He didn't get Poison Nova off either, actually?
No, he got wind tunnel.
Yeah, I guess it was just a wind tunnel, right? Yeah. Wow.
Wind tunnel into a wall is a cornerstone.
Because keep in mind, Blast Shield and Sylph Arrow were used prior to that. They didn't have two of their big engage tools, I guess. But yeah, it was good enough. Granit taking the fight and get at least a mid fort here. Maybe... Yeah, no, they can... Yeah, only the top easy camp. They might invade, though. Muradin is dead for 10 seconds. It's hard to play for the spot if you don't have a main tank. Yeah. And they just take over.
Looks like Diamond Hands was thinking about posturing there, knowing they have the Stukov puddle for point, but they opted against it, which I think is a really good decision.
Yeah, you don't have this.
And they're going to end up giving the whole objective as well. If they're going to give this, and they're not going to force the fight, they really need to clear bottom. That wave is pushed up very far. Let's see, Zul go to do that. Yeah, he is going to go do that right now. But they're following him. He actually is not going to be able to clear with that.
Yeah, he has to wait till it's at the keep, and then he needs assistance. Breez gets stunned. Puddle over... Okay. Not in time.
Oh, Blessed was used on a minion? I think he expected the bounce, but
Yes.
it didn't...
Yeah, he tried to hit the Maiev there, like bouncing it over, but Gotfilth got out prior to that. Can they save this keep? I don't think so.
I mean, it would be very close. They do need to make sure they kill that catapult before they rotate out, because the catapult will finish it. It looks like they do. Take a second to make sure they finish it off. They are going to lose the keep ball. Now they can't save it, though. Granted, like, voluntarily decides to push this. Even hammers actually do a lot of damage. Disc over the wall is going to miss.
Oh, close, though.
That heal was better than
And Wubby is chilling on top. Got the keep wall. His presence there also netted them the keep eventually on bottom, because the Xul had to match. Can maybe punish Muradin. Blast Shield in 6 though, so not really.
Murden is going to jump out as Gotfilth goes in. That was strange. It's strange to see your tank jump out as your Maiev goes in. A little bit of a disconnect in what the expectations was for that fight.
Wait, did Lunara go cleanse? Or yeah, she does. She does. Okay.
Yeah. She's a Lawless Magic 13, along with the QCDR at 16.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit more, choking pollens out a little more consistently. Wubby digs in, gets shoved away. No backdoor licking for him.
Is lasagna tasty?
Yeah, a lot of grouping right now. Everyone like staying together. In fact, wait, Breez is splitting to mid alone. Okay, is he fine? I guess he's fine.
He's still mounted.
Yeah, he just walked into the bush.
Okay. Diamond Hands, I think this is the correct decision from Diamond Hands. Honestly, they need to fight a 5v5. That's what their comp is designed to do. But this is a really tight place to have this 5v5. This is the exact same place they already lost it in with the wind tunnel into the wall.
Yeah.
And ooh, not as good this time.
Nope. It's kind of for the camp, and the camp is not. It's still contested actually. They might still fight for it. Muradin jumps out, sides against it. They knew the Haka Burrow was still on cooldown, but the Gust, yeah, I mean, kind of disengaging the fight for a bit. Azyrite.
They used a lot less there than Granit did, so maybe. Oh, double stun.
Ooh, maybe he could have rewinded it. Wait, Lunara got licked after the what? After the leap?
Yeah, because it's because of the animation, right? Wubby knew exactly where she was going to land after she leaped, and therefore it's really easy. It's the same thing as the Illidan tech, where if Illidan Qs you, he ends up on the opposite side of you, and you doesn't matter if there's a delay on your Q when you know exactly where someone's going to stand.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I swear though, that's like a Wubby moment, right? Like he licks the Lunara there. Oh my god, they got a double kill. Maiev died as well. I think they can end. Actually, Breez gets the polymorphed here. Healing reduction, big one. We saw it. The second proc does heal him though. And the core already lost shields.
This is a tight hold.
The Poison Nova,
I feel
1,
like if
2.
they all-in for, there's no way that they're going to get it.
Running gaming. They didn't run it this time. Taking the first map. 7 to 6 kills, 23 minutes. I felt like it was very... Like, it could have gone either way, honestly. Oh, the leak, though.
I mean, it came down to they played... everything played so slow that it was going to come down to a level 20 team fight.
Yeah.
And then... the lick.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, yeah, that's all they needed, right?
Wubby might have only done 17k hero damage that game, but he had the game-winning Q-click, so easy.
He got the Lunara. She is the only one that actually can cleanse someone else. Or I mean, she can preemptively like press the active, so the relentless procs, and then you're not licked for as long. But most of the time, I think she just dies there, anyways. So the Xul pick, I would say, like, after seeing this game, I would say he didn't really do too much, right? I guess he had insane PvE, but in fight, I don't know, actually. I mean, it came down to the last fight, right? There's for sure things you can do better, but yeah.
I think that Zul is so punishable by fall step, right? Because of the way the Gust works. If Zul gets caught against a wall, he actually can't save himself, and that's a huge problem. I do like the level 20 mortal wound into Rhaegar. I don't love the idea of the route into puddle when you already have the Maiev. It feels like there's too many setups for the same thing.
Yeah. True. And actually even like the Maiev disc, Muradin stun, like they have other things already. I don't even know how often we saw a Xul route into then Stukov E. I don't think it happened too much this game. I mean, he did have good PvE though, right? But
yeah, which kept them in the game versus the global, right?
Yeah,
maybe they felt like they needed the clear just to stay in the game, and then but is Poison Nova the better ult for the team fights in that situation then? Like, isn't slowing them down so that the Maiev is more likely to get the pull better?
Yeah, I personally prefer the mages, I think. But I don't know. Could have. Yeah, it's hard to say. I feel like mages lost a little bit of like, because the forts shoot back now when you dive, right? Back in the day, like when the fort wouldn't re-aggro, I think mages got like extra value just because you were able to dive so easily. But since that's not the case anymore, I feel like just for raw team fighting, they are not the greatest either. Honestly, both his ults, I guess, are not the greatest. Like, you have to pick one.
Well, it'd be different if one of them had like an insane upgrade or something, right? I'm
Yeah.
actually curious. How many times? So Zul's been played in CCL 22 times. Skeletal Mages was picked 8 times and won 6 games. Poison Nova was picked 14 times and is 6 and 8.
Yeah.
That's a 75% win rate versus a 42% win rate. Obviously, it's a small sample size, but
Yeah.
I don't know if Poison Nova's pickable.
Yeah. We definitely didn't see like the insane poison over we were waiting for, right? I think at the end he hit 2 people. But yeah. The Lunara 13 guys, it has like, so you do remove CC from your teammate, but at the same time, I mean, you can use it on yourself as well, like preemptively, because the level 13 reduces for 2 seconds after you used it, you have 50% relentless for upcoming CC. Yeah, like you reduce the duration of CC basically for 50%, which is it's very strong actually. So it is a very strong talent. Not only can you directly cleanse someone, but afterwards for 2 seconds they are slightly buffed against CC.
Too long.
If you cast it on someone else, it does work on yourself as well. So
True,
you get that relentless in case there's a counter initiation.
True.
And you can self-cast it, but we don't normally see that in competitive. Normally, the Lunara. Actually, I'm gonna say something. I don't think he should have gone Abolish Magic with Leap. I think if you're gonna go Leap, you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position. You actually
Spell
need
shield?
the better spell shield because Lunara has the best spell shield in the game.
Yeah.
Everyone else's spell shield is worse than ours. So it's really weird to me to see a competitive player take Abolish Magic with Leap when they could have gone Thorn with Vine with Abolish. It's strange.
Yeah. And the Leap punished him, right? Wubby was ready for it. I don't know. Like, unlucky, I guess. Unlucky. And yeah, here Uki is saying it. 2 seconds, Wrath of the Berserker. That's the Sonya ultimate, which works, I think the same, right? You get...
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So, for 2 seconds, you're a Sonya, guys.
I think those are the only... Because Relentless, for those who don't know, Relentless used to be a talent that
Exactly.
a bunch of heroes had.
That's why
But I think those are the only 2 Relentless effects left in the game. Oh, and maybe the Butcher 16 as well. I don't know if that still works that way.
I don't know about Butcher 16. I don't know too much about Butcher overall. But yeah, it used to be a talent. I think Tychus for sure had it, because I remember I picked it many times. That's probably, and I think maybe Monk as well actually. Maybe a few.
Yeah, I mean I think a ton of heroes. Like I think almost 10 heroes had it.
Oh yeah,
And
okay.
that was when the game only had 50 heroes, so it was like most of the cast.
Okay.
Remember you remember the Blood for Blood meta?
Yeah.
When you would just pick a comp where everyone had Blood for Blood,
and you
killed
the
on
tank.
the same target.
Yeah, you pressed the button at the same time, and some of them had Envenom as well. So like early game you had the level 4 Envenom spike, and then later on you had the Blood for Blood spike, and just kill the front line. Yeah, amazing.
Jeepon Adam in chat. Illidan Metamorphosis and Arthas Fortitude. That is true.
True. Oh.
So there's like 5 or 6 of them then that are still in the game, but it's not something you have to deal with every game anymore.
True.
Thank you, chat. Twitch chat always has all the answers collectively.
Yeah, there's someone in the chat that usually knows the answer. You just have to pick you just have to pick the right one. Yo, Dino, GG's. We had, by the way, we had a 20 gifted sub during last map by Kaffeepause, who also wrote, wait, let me scroll up, where was it? Congrats on the 3-0 clean victory versus Chill Mountain. Yo, thank you very much. And Marlo gifting one as well. Guys, we are waiting for the second map. Granit Gaming versus Diamond Hands. CCL Season 4. Granit Gaming leading 1-0. The old school HEC boys. We finally get to see POILK in action.
Yeah, POILK was actually streaming his warm-up before the game started. I think that's the first time I've seen POILK play on stream in forever.
True.
He streams a lot of League, but not a lot of HOTS.
Yeah, that is true. And I mean, he looked pretty solid last game. He had like one teamfight winning Gust, I'd say. And yeah, overall, I don't think he did many mistakes actually. Looked pretty clean, if I recall correctly. Map number 2, Tomb of the Spider Queen. Draft is happening. Diamond Hands will have first pick again.
This is a map where we're very likely to see Joe picked up for Breeze, so it might get banned out or picked away. We'll have to see if they think it's strong.
Sylph and Junkrat so far. I mean, you just pick Johanna again if you Breeze, no?
I would.
This is a great map for it.
I think it's a better map for it than Garden, and he made it look great on Garden. So.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not just saying that because Oxygen won with Joe on Tomb earlier either.
Yeah, it could. I mean, cæsarsalad could first pick it if he wants to. Definitely, it's okay on Tomb to do that. They banned the Blaze as well, which is another hero you would want to first pick. Do we see the Lucio ban now from Granit? Or do they have something else in mind? No, there's the Lucio ban.
Fun fact, chat. Hebi did not have any confidence in his Lucio play when we picked him up for Oxygen in Season 2. So it's something I worked on him with extensively, and now it's getting banned against him. So
yeah, I mean, it is a very annoying hero to play against. So yeah, I think it's a fine ban. We see Hogger first pick by Nintorii.
I like Hogger. I don't know if you first. I guess it's the Blaze ban, right? They're thinking, you know, if we want one of these two, we'll ban one, we'll take the other, and then what do they pick? But I don't even know if Wubby can play Hogger. Did they have to pick it away that early?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. You're right. I don't think Wubby plays any Hogger. I think he kind of knows what he's doing against it, but yeah, I agree with you. That's interesting. I mean, it is a meta pick for sure, but maybe against Granit you could have waited. Because Wubby, you know, he has his eyes on like Blaze, Irel, Dehaka, maybe a Lorik.
The heroes he had thousands of games on already.
Exactly.
Like
we did see him once on Deathwing in the Master Clash though. So
he lost that game, right?
Maybe. I'm actually not. I think he won, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, Anubarak for cæsarsalad and Brightwing. So Johanna's so far ignored.
That's a soft cleanse from Brightwing into a Chromie, which means if she goes loop, there's not going to be a good solution for it. Obviously, both Hogger and Anubarak have an Unstoppable in their base kit. If they time it out correctly, they can deal with it. And Sands is more popular on Tomb specifically, but we'll have to see if that ends up being a problem for them.
Yeah, actually, a very early Chromie pick by POILK here. It is fine though on this map.
Well, it's such a close map, right? Chromie's real vulnerability is getting caught on rotations, but on Tomb, it's just like the rotations aren't that long. You can walk all the way around if you really need to.
Oh, there's the Johanna ban. I think that's good, actually.
I would have been sad if Joe had made it through the entire draft without being acknowledged. Like, that would not have made sense to me.
Yeah, no, I think it's for sure a good ban here. They also currently don't have like good tools against her. I feel like you don't really want to play against her. Means we will see Breeze on maybe Muradin actually, Stukov, and Garrosh. Okay.
Garrosh.
Huh.
I was expecting Garrosh or Diablo from Breeze there. Garrosh, a little bit of a nod to Garrosh though, because the Chromie pick is really good synergy. You can basically throw the target out of any blockers, and then Chromie's spells are all guaranteed to hit. It's kind of a nice synergy.
That is true, but showing the Garrosh here means, because there can be two backliner, and like a poking backline could be problematic here. Hanzo was banned though. I wanted to say I would have liked to see the Hanzo. They got Lunara Falstad instead.
I would have also liked to have seen the Hanzo,
yeah,
but they did ban.
But he did. He did get banned, so wasn't an option.
Do you think Lunara Falstad are the best poke heroes there?
I mean, the other way, maybe you can also go Jaina and try to kill Garrosh. I think that, like, you do have Polymorph Anubra, Q, Hogger. Like, you do have some tools to actually maybe kill him. But yeah, Lunara, Falstad. Not 100% sure about this backline actually against this.
Do you think we're gonna see Leap again?
I
That's
think
the
so.
real
Yeah, I think Unaverted is a leaping Lunara. Oops. Oh, that was the wrong. There we go.
In that case, chat, we're taking bets on how many times Unaverted is going to kill himself this game with Leap.
There's no lick this time. But then Wubby has the big hammer though. He's ready on Irel as well to punish people.
It's easier on Urel. Like, he had to really work for it on Doc.
That's true, yeah. Azzy is Azyrite, yeah, that's correct. It's the Swedish, the guy we played together with in season, oh god, 1 or 2? 3? 2, I think maybe. Don't quote me on that. You guys can look it up. But yeah, we played with Azyrite as well. Who, by the way, I think Azyrite is currently rank 1 on Europe on his Smurf.
Oh, really? He displaced the Wind Trader?
Yes, he did.
Good for him.
That good for him, exactly. I think the Wind Trader is trying to get it back, but yeah, Azyrite, he definitely overcame him for a while. I haven't checked because I'm playing a bit on more on NA as well again, but yeah. All right, let's see.
The grind is real.
The grind is real, exactly. Low blow for Stukov, Smexy that is. Wait, who's playing the? Is it POILK on Maiev?
He was on Chromie in the draft, but I didn't see if they swap.
Oh, POILK is gonna hate his life on ping, I think. But let's see.
I mean, as long as he just plays, there we go. As long as he just plays for the pulls and doesn't aggressively try for the Q resets too hard, it should be fine. The question is, can they kill off the pull? Right? It's gonna come 100% down to whether or not Chromie can make that happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see it unfold a little bit. I feel like
cæsarsalad teching in, by the way, to Nerubian armor at level 1 for the increased spell power or spell armor whenever he has his W up. So he's going to be a really difficult target for this comp to kill if his W is available and he's allowed to push the button.
Yeah. POILK gets CC'd big time here. Might be dead because I think he used his E while he got polymorphed. Okay, he has 1 HP, gets out. And by the way, Breez went for the long throw on level 1. The long arms. Increased range there. Or, yeah, flip someone a bit further.
Throw them further from safety.
True. Hogger on the hard camp. We see Maiev and Chromie on the other side doing the same.
That was a beautiful lane sub. Like, Hogger does, if you have an offlaner that does camps faster than anyone in your 4-man can do it, one or two people should sub them as necessary, and then you let them do the camp instead. It's always really nice to see that happen in competitive.
Yeah. And everyone that plays competitive also knows it's a tilt factor if it doesn't happen cleanly, because then everything is like slowed down and you feel like, come on guys, everyone AFK, no one paying attention. Gotfilth gets out, POILK as well. The hard camp was cleared though already, so Granit Gaming, they're not gonna push though, right? No, they.
Like, they got the hard camp first, but then they also got bottom, so they traded the prio on the clear for the little bit of push bot camp. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good trade. Like, a little bit of damage to the bot wall is not as valuable as the mid wall at controlling turn-ins later on in the game, but...
We see engage onto Wubby. He actually takes a lot of damage. Gets out as well, though. Man. Diamond Hand is close killing people, but they can't quite confirm the kills yet. Breez is out of vision looking. Gets his arms onto Anubarak. Oh, POILK. But you're right, actually. The level 1 W on Anub, I think it's a pretty good choice here. Because you know that most of the... Like, the Chromie is the one that deals the damage to you.
It should always be the pick when you're primarily looking at spell damage. Because it literally will prevent you from dying. The big thing is if you're up against a hero that has a really chunky auto attack, they should auto you when you're shielded, and then the mage should cast. It's a little bit like coordinating damage around bigger they are Tygus, where you like wait until one person's done something and then you do something. Ooh, another pull. Unaverted is Giga dead.
Yeah. And Caesar might get flipped. Yeah, he gets flipped after his E. Takes a lot of damage, but he might live. Oh, he creeps out. Is it the level 4 W?
The 65 spell armor plus the movement speed is enough.
Yeah,
his back gets stuck.
Yeah, he got stalled by Chromie. I love to do that as well. Like on heroes that have like long range abilities, if I see someone basing, I'm probably even a bit too greedy for it, but I love doing it. Because I know the tilt factor is pretty high, and oftentimes it does like disrupt certain rotations big time if you stall their base once, right? Because then they have to channel again, and you know they lost like 5 seconds or something.
Oh, and I've seen people forget, like not realize they got hit. And their back got canceled.
Yeah, because they're looking somewhere else.
They moved their camera.
Yeah, that's true as well. Because they're looking somewhere else. Yeah. If that happens, it's really rough actually. Because then you're standing still for a few seconds before you realize. Granit Gaming gets the pay, level 8. They get a wall on bottom. And I think the mid wall was also basically dead.
And Nintorii's gonna have a hard time clearing this because he's seeing red at 7. He can't do the triple dynamite trick to get the ranged wave clear, and if he steps up, there's a chance that bad things happen to him. And it is going to be looped to punish that right wing pick, so that because they only have the soft cleanse abilities.
Yeah. Garrosh throw into loop. Loop onto Falstad here. Chromie is fine, absolutely fine. Ooh, and this is beautiful by Granit.
Yeah, you can't take that Z as Brightwing pre-10. So whoever gets looped is just condemned to death, basically.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, actually Brightwing shouldn't have tried. Feels bad, but now you made it even worse, right? By trying to save him.
Yeah.
And Granit is in firm control of this map. They get level 10 here. The early game really well played so far by them. They don't have enough coins yet. Working on it. Loop is
Augur
up.
doing the hard camp again. 29 stacks. 1 stack away from the quest reward from Falstad.
Yeah. On this map there's a lot more brawling. You meet heroes way more often, so getting the Q stacks is easier on this map. There's Leap. Falstad gets Q'd, okay. Breez did try like unstoppable walk up. Falstad still had his E. You only get him if you interrupt his E there actually, I think.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
But it's a good cooldown trade. Q is a slightly shorter cooldown than Falstad E. And we're getting a little bit of pressure mid now from the hard. And it is going to be Leap again.
Yeah, Breez had no unstoppable, but they didn't want to go on him. You don't like the Leap, or?
I have my doubts.
Yeah. Maybe he's gonna smurf a loop, though.
Maybe. I will be very impressed if he manages to cleanse the loop. Because it's only, there's a few frames of unstoppable, right?
Yeah. Maybe he jumps in and gets looped. Maybe that's what's gonna happen, guys.
That's more likely in my opinion.
Yeah. Anoop is fine. Wait, there's a disc on top. Who's in there? Falstad. Ooh, nice stun by Anubarak. Lot of damage onto Breez. He dies. And Mayav got cocooned. We have Gust here as well. So she should be dead.
Anti-synergy though. He should die anyway, but that was awkward anti-synergy. The Hogger Heroic was supposed to be the follow-up stun, and instead they gusted further in.
Ooh, Smexy greedy here. Gets punished for it. He dies for sure.
Body block? There's no way you give up that body block. And
there's the lead value, yeah. And POILK lost a lot of coins here as well, I think. The Maya had like 15 or something, maybe. Boss getting started. Diamond Hands, actually great recovery after... Wait, did they start boss? No, they didn't. Never mind, sorry. cæsarsalad was thinking of it.
I think I think that they called it, but they didn't time the turning correctly because they did definitely all move up there and then didn't get the tag.
Yeah.
A little bit of confusion about the timing.
Sometimes that happens. Like the guy that is channeling the pay-in. There's like two arguments to it. Sometimes he doesn't have the capability of stopping it in that second because he's already thinking of the next step, and sometimes he doesn't want to stop it because maybe there's a hero that interrupts him, and then everything like falls apart. So you might as well just pay. In some cases.
They get the clear mid. Bottom won't do too much. They're actually already going down there to push, unless they go push with it, which they are going to do. So they let top get cleared by the Maiev. They did a little bit of work with the hard camp and then immediately went bottom. Maybe they get Wubby here actually. No,
Shockwave was used, so they tried. They tried really hard.
Yeah.
But Wubby also still had his ult, so it really sucks to use it that way though. Like if you're running away, I think you almost never want to do that. But yeah, he still had it.
It is always better to be offensive than defensive.
Yes.
The story.
Yeah. Breez, looking. So both teams have a pay. Lunara Wisp is gonna be great for vision control. And wait, they just paid bottom. Okay.
Yeah, Wubby paid. So the Diamond Hands was all top as 5 and forgot bottom turning existed.
Oh, Unaverted is one.
Died because of the leap.
Wait, did he juke the loop though? I didn't see 100% because I think it was Lunara that got looped there.
Did he?
I think he did maybe. But yeah, Breez and Lunara both got out with 1 HP. There is Web Weavers for Granit though. He did, right? Yeah, Twitch chat says he did.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Leap was the pick. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe. They are defending. Gust is still up. Shockwave as well. We see what is happening on bot there. Never mind. Nothing.
Interesting spin here from Nintorii. Actually puts him to safety.
Yeah.
Are they gonna save all the forts from the second turn in? It's very unusual for a second turn in not to result in
Anubis
any
and
fort.
okay, he's fine. Yeah, it looks like it, right? Because Lunara is gonna clear top for sure against the Maiev, and they did save bottom.
Yeah, they got it
Wow.
all. Great.
11 minutes in, all forts alive, and we had 3 payments, right? 2 from Granit, 1 from Diamond Hands.
Yeah. Oh, are they looking for the invade into the Hogger? Because they know Hogger's going to do that camp immediately. Yeah. Oh, and there's Loop. Does CaesarSalad time it? Oh, CaesarSalad can't time it because he gets Maiev knocked, and then he gets thrown back in. CaesarSalad's trying so hard to live, and he finally does. That's the W value right there.
Yeah, he's 50% actually. He almost took any other... Like, he's fine. Totally fine. He wasn't too scared of that. It's only Chromie, right? It's kinda... Yeah, it is hard for her to kill him, actually. Man, they have all... They used everything. Diamond Hands, they have Cocoon. They have Shockwave. They can look if they want to. I guess they have a lot of coins. You don't want to die, throw your coins away. So you kind of try to save pay a little bit before. Not like this, though. You can't click when the Chromie has vision.
The problem here is a classic one in competitive, right? The tank is the safe person to step up and lane. Tank has all your gems, and they can't zone for themselves while they're trying to force this turn in.
Yes.
And so CaesarSalad needs to find a window to drop his gems before they can actually go hard.
Yeah. That's why it's so important. Like, if the main tank can pay for free, it's like super important to do it, because then you open up space for later on. I mean, now both, actually, honestly, all cooldowns are back up, right? Great stalling by Granit. Just didn't allow them to get the pay in. Could argue that Diamond Hands maybe should have looked, but there was a loop on top. Right wing saved the Falster though. And Hogger did something on bottom. He got the easy camp, and it actually pressures the fort big time.
Well, he's doing a really good job solo stalling this, even when someone's there. I think they might want to try to move bottom a little bit, though, and see if they can catch.
Falster is manning up.
Wow.
Okay.
Ooh.
Gets shoved out, though. It almost looked like he really wanted his team to commit there.
They're gonna.
Breez gets him, though! Taunt! Into the flip taunt. That didn't die, though. Instead, Breez is the one that gets farmed here. Oi, oi, oi.
Instant reaction by Hebi on the throw.
Yeah. The bright
He gets the Z, and because of the CC, he gets the massive cleanse seal from that level 7.
Yeah.
And they lost bottom fort, and they're going to get turned in here. Everything isn't going Diamond Hand's favor.
Yeah, this easy camp is a nuclear bomb. Granit has to defend it. And yeah, you said it, boss is started. Yeah, actually the Brightwing 7 there, big for the fall start. What is this 16 on? Is it Universal Carrier?
No. Smexy, don't do this to me.
I think he did. Smexy is done with this game.
You can't.
I mean,
You don't. Why?
they did buff it
He
though,
didn't-
right? They did buff it a few times, so maybe at this point it is viable.
No, he
don't-
did, okay. He didn't go biotic armor. Biotic armor is one of the main reasons to take this down because it gives you permanent physical armor, essentially. He's one good spread.
Yeah, the CDR on 4.
No.
Yeah, that looks.
That has. I'm gonna call it. I'm saying that's a misclick because I respect Smexy too much to think he did not take Super Strain into this many stuns.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking, right? Breez uses Unstoppable. He tried to get his hands onto them. The boss will be cleaned up. So is the Weaver. The keep is alive. They lost all forts though. So 11 minutes in, we had all forts alive. Now we are at minute 15. Granit has none of the forts left. Irel takes a lot of damage from the polymorph and the follow-up. And we see Garrosh, you know, he can't really catch anyone. It's hard. And if they catch Anubarak, he doesn't seem to die anymore because it's solo DPS Chromie. They're struggling actually.
Interesting talent choice by Breeze, actually. He is the level 7, which is W reduces spell power of targets hit by it. And his level 13 is double up, which actually doubles his armor temporarily when he hits it. It's not a talent we see too much. It's usually into pure burst comps, which I guess they kind of are with the Falstad plus the Leaf Lunara.
Yeah.
And the armor shred from the poly. But if he doesn't get that off before he gets CC'd, it's going to do nothing at all. I'm wondering if he consistently is going to be able to do that on ping.
He is working on the mortal combo with 20 flip though, right? That's wait, no,
Yeah,
it's the other 16, right? That you have to pick for that?
No, that's the right one.
Okay.
That's the reset.
Okay.
The other one is when you throw people, it stuns around them in a small area.
Yeah. Okay. Level 20, locked in here. Diamond Hands. Fantastic position to play this out. They have a full level 20 versus 19. All lanes are pushed in. It's basically on them to choose which keep do they poke down and can they maybe even get a fight or a kill.
Do they
Because
have another turn-in? No, they don't have another turn-in after this. So they will have to, if they want to get anything out of their 20 advantage, they have to just slow play this.
you gotta you gotta poke a keep here, I think. You either choose, I guess, mid or top. Maybe they can't. Like, without vines, right? It's a bit harder for Lunara, actually. Like, she can walk up and press Q at times, but... Maybe Falstad should just join them. Because he can throw Qs as well. Yeah, he's here now. I mean, it's gonna take them a while. I'm not sure if they do get it.
They're actually killing the top wall into the entrance real quick. Okay.
Oh yeah, Anu
Caesar
was
salad.
auto-attacking it.
Caesar Salad backs up. I
Yeah.
think they backed up at a time that is not bad. It's just very conservative. They're getting both camps out, but I think they could have stayed for another 10 seconds. They denied themselves of that smaller window in order to be a little bit more safe. I don't know if that's a respect thing or if Diamond Hand's just a very conservative team.
Yeah, I think it was okay. They get double camp out. It's a bit sad that they didn't do anything with their 20, really. I think they could have maybe grouped a little bit earlier with the Falstad. I don't know if they fully get the keep, but I don't think you can die, actually, when you poke the keep there. Like, Lunara cleanse, you have a gust. Things have to go very bad for you to die there, in my opinion. So, but yeah, here we are. Granit has 100 coins spread among their team members, so they
Yeah,
can.
Granit's done a very good job of conserving their coins even when they die.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, come on, Nintorii, auto that once, thank you. People who leave walls alive.
Well,
They bother me.
His Lunara is gonna die on bot lane later on because there's no wall anymore.
Oh, there was actually an MV Black game once where they killed one sidewall on every fort and keep on shrines and left the other one alive at exactly 1 health because Rich was playing Kerrigan. And so it gave Rich an out every time.
Anup is totally fine. He has Warrior Shield. Gust by Gotfilth. Can they? It's not really into a wall. Oh, big shockwave though onto Breez, but the team is split because we found a better target. Smexy, the universal carrier goes down. And
we've been talking about it all game, right? Their comp cannot kill Go on Anub. Anub is actually talented perfectly to make himself the worst possible target. He shouldn't even be used on him. If they loop Anub, they should actually go on someone else and just be using loop for CDR.
Yeah.
But they actually tried to go on him and failed utterly.
It's impossible now that he has the shield. It's absolutely like it's impossible actually. You will not kill him. I think not like this. Never. So they find Hogger though.
Ooh.
He's got stuck by the loot horde, so he takes infinite damage. No control. Didn't have really any rage, but you know, got the kill anyways.
And it just runs him down. That's one of the things about no control, is that even at low rage, you can use it as a gap closer when you're completely out of tools, and then catch up to your team.
Oh, the boss spawned just now,
it's versatile.
Yeah, that's true. You can also spin into the opponent's core. We've seen that many times.
It's easy to int with it, but that's not a problem with the talent. That's a problem with the play.
Yeah. Man, the boss spawned right after they got the kills there, so it's a free boss, and honestly, they can end with this. There's a brawl on bottom here. What? Loop and disc everything on Anubarak. cæsarsalad, he wants it. He doesn't care. POILK goes in, dies. And do they get Gotfilth? No, no way.
I mean, he should have fly soon, honestly.
He just kills them instead, right? He turns.
Yeah, or they could just turn.
Yeah.
Azyrite taking a timeout.
Yeah, this is game over.
They lost a lot of gems there.
I'm telling you, there's bigger problems than the gems. Garrosh is auto-attacking the boss on top lane. That is the biggest problem here.
Ooh, Seraphim 20 actually denying
Shockwave.
the Shockwave from Hogger. Wubby does get out. Wubby famous for his URL play.
Yeah.
Not too surprising to see him get away with that. But I think this is either going to be the end of the game or at least all keeps.
Yeah, if they can't end, they get all keeps, and then Granit is extending the suffering, it looks like. Keep in mind, all forts are still alive, so even if Diamond Hands dies here, it's not that easy for Granit to just walk on the other side and end. Honestly though, the boss did good job. Core is 50%, and that's it. Right? Yeah. Is it? It is, guys.
Yeah, they're
yeah.
GG.
GG, 1-1.
Nicely played by Diamond Hands. They did a lot of good things, and I take it back. Unaverted can apparently deny loop with leap. So.
Yeah. I mean, they showed the Garrosh in 3-4, and then they picked Maiev. I feel like, yeah, it was, and the solo DPS Chromie, it was for sure not the easiest game. Like the early game they did fine, but once level 10s and so on came online, it was very hard for them to get anything done, honestly. Feels bad to play Garrosh here.
And that's what I was talking about in the draft too, is on ping, Maiev is not going to deliver the damage that you normally expect. So that was essentially solo DPS Chromie. And I'm a fan of Chromie. I think Auction may be the only team that's actually tried to run straight up double support hyper carry Chromie. And we won with it. Like it can work in very specific cases, but I don't think that was one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean we saw like Anubarak, he tanked like flip, taunt, double loop, and then the Maiev did like everything on him, and he's like 80% HP, warrior shield still up or something. Like he didn't care at all. Absolutely impossible for them to kill. And there's even a gust. Like if things look really bad, they still have gust to disengage. I don't know if they need it. But by the way, Garrosh is also like on ping. He feels a lot more clunky, I think, to play. Like it is noticeable. Like the flip combo with the Q, and even flip taunt. feels a little bit like a lot more clunky on ping than it usually does.
There's also a little bit of like lag, right? When you walk up to a target, they get a little marker on them that lets you know you're going to be able to throw that target and nothing else. And on ping, it does take a second for that to happen.
Yeah.
So you're never going to get the same level of, oh my god, I just died from a bush throw. Like that, it doesn't happen the same way. I think you have to play the old style Garrosh if you want to play it on ping, where you play for fishing with the Q, and then once you hit a Q, you can run up and throw someone. But he did not for that level 1 talent, and it's really hard into mobile heroes, and every single hero on Diamond Hands had mobility of some kind. So
yeah, they banned his I think we go back to Johanna duty here. At least no Garrosh, I think. I think Diablo is fine. Maybe Varian, Anubarak, Muradin. Like actually, Breez really likes Muradin as well, and he really likes Tyrael, and we haven't seen it yet. I'm pretty sure we will see it throughout this best of 5.
You think Garrosh is bad on ping, Tyrael on ping?
Yeah.
But it can work. It can work.
It can work, yeah. The Maya felt non-existing somehow. Yeah, I think POILK is gonna tell his team he doesn't want to play it anymore. I think like this. It might also be, you know, Maiev is a rather hard hero to play. I don't know how much POILK played HOTS recently, and then on top of that, the ping for him, right? I think it's kind of rough.
Yeah, POILK is trying for Challenger in League on stream. He streams League like 24 to 30 hours a week. He's almost there, I think. He's like 6K LP or something. I don't know exactly how League Ladder works, but someone was telling me he was close to Challenger.
Yeah, he's for sure pretty good at the game. And yeah, by the way, the 6th player for Granit is Quacknix. And he did mention in chat once that like he is up to play if someone else can't make it. So we probably won't see him too often, but if they need him, he's gonna show up. We did see him in Masters Clash a few times already.
Yeah, he is currently, according to sources, flaming POILK in POILK's chat.
Oh yeah, maybe Quacknix should take over.
He was shot calling in the Garden game. He called for the end and such. Into POILK's. Oh, of course, it's on a delay, so it's not like it's actually helpful.
Yeah.
But it's more like cheerleading at that point.
Yeah.
But he is available because he's watching the. It's not leaking your source. I never leak my sources.
Keep in mind, you can actually change players within the best of 5, right? Like, if Quacknix wants to take over now, he can actually play. Like, it's
whoever the CCL rules are, whoever's in the lobby is who you have to play with.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, but you know, backseat gaming is, you know, Quacknix is sitting there at home, like drinking a little bit, and then he sees POILK on fight start. He's like, guys, do this. It's a lot easier to backseat game there than actually play.
He's typing with one hand while he's playing table tennis against the wall with the other one, just being like, I could do this one-handed, guys. I don't know what your problem is.
Exactly. And Quacknix probably also never really played on an A, so he's not really aware of the ping either. So wait, is there after the second map? Is there a break? No, after the third. No, after the second map. Yeah.
Every 2 maps, there's a 5-minute break.
Yeah, that makes sense. After the third map, it wouldn't. Yeah, because sometimes it's 3-0.
I mean, that is a break. If you get 3-0,
yeah, sure.
You get a long break all the way till next weekend.
You deserve a break. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, we have a few minutes now, guys. I'll actually mute in Discord for a moment. Okay. And then we hop in for the next game. Yo, I wanted to. We had a lot, guys. The gifted subs here was going crazy. Let me see though. So Cafe Pause gifted 20, right? I mentioned it, but it's Madara, Zanefist, Matrim, Pico. Wait, what? Pico, Patamus, Medrich, I Am Flow, Stefan, Firelance, Deadwish, Anduin, Dino, CML Dexter, I Hate Mid, Eddie, TK Corey, Mega Mauke, Scuba, Copenhagen, I Am Professional or Professional, and Mika Zak. And then Marlo gifted one to Kalazin. And Joey Nuki with a resub as well. Thank you very much, guys. It's best of 5. CCL is always best of 5. And it's it's 1-1. Sorry, I'm ahead of myself here. It's 1-1. So you know we might get a 5 mapper here.
Well met, servant.
Congrats on 3-0 win.
Congrats on the 3-0 win. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. I mean, I'm super happy, right? I am very happy. I think we played well. I think Chili Mountain or Wa had a bit of an off day, I guess. I don't know. Probably, honestly. But yeah. Feels good to start the season like that for us. Wait, what is Marlo? Anduin Sehne? Did we expect a 3-0? I mean, I am very modest, right? Like, my expectations... Like, I don't know. I don't expect these kind of, you know... I never expect us stomping anyone. Against good teams, that is. Like, I think matches are really close to 50-50 usually. And like, small things decide... or can decide a lot of... or shift the odds, basically. Can be a small thing in draft. Can be a slight off day for someone, like someone is not feeling that good, or I don't know, doesn't play that well today. Yeah. Did Anduin? Yeah, Anduin got a gift sub by Coffee Pause as well.
That heel was better than lasagna. Maybe.
They called him Hanzo Ops. Yo, I'm actually glad we picked a bit of Hanzo.
Oh, is lasagna tasty?
It's a good boomer hero actually. Yo, Hatane with the 10 gifted subs as well. Much appreciated. Yo, so many gifted subs today, guys. That's kind of insane. I don't know what's going on here, but we had 5 gifted subs by Lina, we had 10 by Ferryman, 5 by Extinction, 5 by Planter, 20 by Coffee Pause and not Hatane, and Marlo actually gifting a few in between. Juzam gifting 1. Thank you very much. Emerald Wind? Yeah, my team, you know, they were feeling... I mean, we knew that we're gonna go kidnap on Imperius. The Emerald Wind was a little bit more up to debate, but we played it in the... Yasu definitely played it in the past. And...
is lasagna tasty?
It is one of the best tools with any kind of kidnap. Doesn't matter if it's Gorge or Imperius. It's an insane follow-up for that. And...
That heel was
in that
better
game,
than lasagna.
it made it so no one can even walk up and help, right? But yeah, Nyx Imperius was crazy that game as well. Fehrenwal, Dwarven Kings, Idalt, Pines or Pines, Wushu, Gnari, Greffa, Warforged, Speed, John, and Eddie.
I could really use some lasagna
For the lasagna.
Right now.
Is the lasagna tasty? Oh, it's fucking amazing, man. It's yummy yummy.
Oh, is
Wait,
lasagna tasty?
I have this one, no? Hazy belly rub? Yeah, this is how the lasagna tastes. Wait, we have a draft. I can hear it's coming up. Wait. Oh my god, where is it? Sorry guys. Trying to... There we go. And I'll unmute myself. Oh, we're back.
We are back.
Oh, Sky Temp.
Ooh,
Sky
the
Temp.
Hogger has been respect banned.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like it.
And Hogger pretty good on this map.
Oh yeah. I always feel very happy when I get to play Hogger on Sky Temp.
Yeah. And, I mean, we said it, right? Wubby I don't think he plays the hero. Maybe he's gonna pick it up eventually, but for now, they just opt to ban it.
I think it's a hard hero. I think Wubby would have to invest significant time. I mean, just to be comfortable in it and to feel like he was consistent. I've actually been playing it a little bit on EU. It is E's aren't harder on ping, but Q's are actually significantly harder on ping to get the wall stun.
Yeah. Yeah, Hogger is for sure a special hero. I think you kind of have to spam him. That's every time I see him, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I think I played almost 800 games of Hogger since he came out.
That's a lot.
He's actually my highest level hero on more than one account. And I still don't feel 100% comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just the way the spin works, right? And actually, even like I think the loot horde, because you have your own little wall, and then the way the Q, like if you do DQ too quickly, you can't even stun with it, right? So there's like a little bit of, you have to wait a moment, I think, before.
Yeah, there's a short delay.
Yeah.
I actually play Hogger a lot with someone who really likes playing Hanzo. And one of the things that I've gotten surprisingly good at is giving him scatter angles that otherwise don't exist.
Yeah, that is actually very interesting. I'm aware of that's, sometimes happening, but it feels like very random. Sometimes I see like, this is a good wall, I can use that one, but I feel like it happens pretty randomly. You can't even jump over it, by the way, as Hanzo.
Yeah, we've gotten good at doing it on purpose. And I have thrown it out and given him a jump to get out, like when he's in the middle of a lane. Because normally Hanzo has to position near a wall, and it actually, if you coordinate it, it frees up it makes you more flexible.
Well, that sounds insane. Yeah, actually, Copenhagen, get ready for that one. We will try that. I will use your. You have to loot horde me out. I will jump over it. Monkban once again. Smexy not allowed to play Karazim, seems like.
I mean, it's good at punching people. They don't want to be punched.
Yeah, it's good on the map as well. Sky Temple, mobility, one-shot potential, very useful. We do see globals on both sides, actually. All three have been picked.
Scatter does not bounce off Task Wall because Task Wall is not terrained. Also, Pingless doesn't work when you go to space and come back. Space is actually really far away. So ping is a measure of distance, right? You can't go to space and come back and have it not have ping.
Yeah. Hogger can also spin through the Tassada wall because of that. Because it's not an actual... It's not terrain in that sense.
Yeah, there actually was a period, a brief period, where Nazebo Wall was actually terrain.
Yes.
And you could do stuff with it, but they actually changed that and then reworked him and removed that tag. There was also a period where Tychus Drill, the ult no one ever takes, was actually terrain, and you could actually reroute bosses with it. It was pretty interesting.
I remember the Nazebo being terrain, because Diablo was able to stun into it, but I also remember when we talked to the developers at some point, they said it was kind of buggy. Like there were a lot of buggy interactions with it, and there was something very wrong with Falling Sword and Nazebo Wall. That's like, I remember, I don't know exactly what it was, but I think that was one of the reasons why eventually they were like, okay, let's not have it, let's not be a terrain anymore.
Yeah, so they ended up... Is that why they ended up... I never got a straight answer about why they changed it without saying that they changed it, because they never actually said it in the patch notes. It was just
exactly. Yeah, they didn't like, I remember I've talked to one of them, and like he shared like a story that something with Falling Sword was very buggy and Nazebo Wall, and and there was probably more interactions as well.
I'll bet you they couldn't go over it, because sometimes Falling Sword wouldn't go over certain pieces of terrain. I'll bet you they could Falling Sword and still be stuck inside the wall.
Yeah, I think maybe that's what it was. You were stuck in the zombie wall in the heavens or something. They somehow grabbed you. But yeah,
that would be funny. Zombies have long arms, man. That's
especially they can uproot as well with the level 7 coming after you. ETC getting stuck there as well. Heroes changed the Twitch name. Yes and no. Maybe they deleted the account. I don't know 100%, but yes, they.
The old account got renamed to Wisdom Gaming.
Okay.
WSDM Gaming. Yeah.
And the official main stream now, like the English one, is over on Grubby's channel. They do stream it on both, though. They stream it on the Wisdom channel and on Grubby's, but they kind of promoted Grubby's channel a bit more. I mean, that's what they're trying. Yeah, that's basically where you should watch right now if you watch the.
If you don't want to watch here, where you should, because Hasu is far more entertaining.
Yeah, sure. sure. But yeah, Grubby is doing it, guys.
For anyone who's curious about that, the reason is, and CCL posted this publicly on Twitter, it's been hard since season 1 to find a sponsor. And what sponsors look at isn't just what you're doing. Most of them don't actually care what you're doing. What they care about are specific metrics, which is social media followers. Engagement is the general term for measuring it, but it can be like how many minutes were watched, how many people watched. Grubby's channel has much better metrics, and sponsors are more interested in those metrics than they don't care what channel you're on. They only care what your metrics are. So Wisdom actually approached Grubby with the idea of, can we put this on your channel and use your metrics to get advertising? And Grubby was very enthusiastic about helping out. And it's actually, I can't say anything, but it's already moved the needle a little bit. And there actually are several sponsors interested in helping out CCL that were reluctant prior. So
yeah, I mean, it comes down to the numbers at the end of the day, for sure. All right, wait. So we didn't really. Wait, I mean, we mentioned the globals, right? But we also got a Genji that seems kind of uncontested if I look at the Heroes of Granit gaming. So maybe later on Genji will start to pop off.
I think Genji is good into literally all of those heroes except maybe a Urel. Urel can kind of do some things to Genji. And Gotfilth, again, not playing on ping, is an NA player, and is really good at Genji.
Yeah,
so...
that's true. POILK on Falstad again. Azyrite, the Sylvanas, Maxi on Rhaegar, Breez on Ubarak, and Wubby on Urel. And it's Tychus, by the way, the second range carry for Diamond Hands.
The Tychus is interesting, right? Because auto attackers can be really good into an Ubarak. They really shred him because he has a low base health pool. But because he has a little bit health pool, percent base damage isn't that important. Yeah, I almost wonder if that's mostly for the zoning potential of Odin, or if they actually think that they're going to get a huge amount of value out of the trait.
Yeah, I personally feel like this is not a very good Tychus map, because if it's 2 shrines, I feel like the Odin. I don't know. I feel like you often don't get the value you're looking for, but
because he needs CC, right? He's like he's actually a burst mage.
Yeah,
because he can't move.
But we will see. Sometimes I guess. I mean, Odin is very strong regardless. If you have to fight into it, like Odin out trades both Falstad and Sylvanas if they trade blows. So like if they get it going, then it's totally fine. But oftentimes I feel like the opponents will just run away and kept the other shrine.
cæsarsalad hitting a lot of waves on Muradin, by the way. Like, he's been hitting waves all day. I don't know if that's something you should be consistently doing in competitive, but he doesn't seem to have done too much, and you can see Gotfilth is actually the one harassing the rotation and sort of playing tank in this comp for the moment, at least.
I mean, that's what Genji can do, yeah. Like, he is the one that slows people down. He's gonna poke a bit. If someone splits up too far. Yeah.
This is the buff E build, by the way. It's not the meta E build that we're used to seeing. This is the new hotness.
Yeah, I think you go. I think this build is very strong. I think you go this the D on 1. But I'm not a Genji player, so I don't know 100%. But I feel like this looks very strong when I get to play against it. They got the wall on top, by the way. Granit Gaming.
Ooh. That's huge, because now if they get top temple, it's guaranteed to be top 4. One of the reasons in competitive you always see this huge fight over top lane is because if you get a single tower, it does enough damage that the temple top will then guarantee you get the entire fort. So now Granit Gaming is in a position...
Wait, is he dead?
Ooh.
Yeah, Azyrite is dead, no?
Yeah, he is giga dead.
Yeah, that was a perfect lick, actually. While the Sylvanas E was in transit, he got licked. Punishes him. And yeah, no, go ahead.
Actually, it takes enough shots that what we were talking about is not going to happen anymore.
Oh
this
my
is
God.
not going to be... Ooh.
Big damage. I wanted to say Granit got the wall because they kept the hard camp early. So now Diamond Hands, like they did it right before the shrine, so it's still here. Something that Granit has to clear as well while contesting the shrines. And right now Diamond Hands is getting shots on both. Not gonna lie.
That is crazy.
Looks pretty good for them. I mean, it is the
That's
kill
good.
as well, right? The Sylvanas missing on the
Yeah.
map makes a big difference during the first shrine.
Yeah, not all deaths are created equal, right? Like if the wave clear dies, it's very different than when like a support dies in the laning phase of the game.
Hmm.
You end up being a lot more pressured.
Wubby? Wubby is feeling it though.
Nope.
Aye! Yeah.
They should have. They got impatient.
I mean, yeah, actually, yeah. Probably if they wait long enough, he's like, nah, no way, they are, they are not here anymore. Like at some point, but yeah, he felt it and he was right. A lot of damage onto Smexy here. Muradin is coming from behind, so is Breez though. Breez is around, and 3v4 anyways. So Granit picks up the rest of the wall and runs away. Easy camps for both teams most likely. Actually, maybe a kill here.
100% a kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you need though. You need that
And the
CC for Tycho to do the
Insta
damage.
invade. You saw the Haka started the animation of Burrow the moment they got the kill. And they punish Granit here. Oh, they get another kill.
Ooh. Oof.
A lot of tempo here by Diamond Hands.
I mean, I was doubting the Tychus pick a little bit. You were doubting the Tychus pick a little bit. But like the Tychus turned into that one kill turned into the invade with the Genji mobility and the Brightwing global.
Yeah. Yeah, actually insane. They got so much out of this. Level 10 versus 9 coming up. And bottom shrine next to be grabbed. 18 stacks on Falster Q.
You think we'll ever see AA false?
I mean, like if Dino picks Falstad, he plays it very, very often, so we will see it. But I don't know between these two teams. Not quite sure. I think on Tomb it was totally fine to go Q.
Because it's a little bit more of a brawly map. You're a little bit closer
yes.
to everything. Yeah.
So it is level 10 for both teams. Hard camp for Granit Gaming has been sent, or just capped on top.
That's a result of them capping it much earlier.
Yeah.
It actually came up for the second. If you don't cap it immediately, it won't be up for the second phase, so you won't even have the option of getting it.
Yeah.
And both globals top, actually. All three globals at top, I should say. Brightwing, Dahaka, and Falstad.
Hmm. Falstad obviously has the hard camp, so the Haka and Brightwing are focusing on clearing most likely. Falstad cannot fly to bottom from up there, by the way. That's something to keep in mind, guys. The Haka and Brightwing, they can come in. Falstad cannot. Because he has to walk a little before he manages to fly all the way down. Like that, it's not global range.
Granit Gaming looks like they're posturing for bottom fort here. I wonder if they're actually going to commit for it, if they're going to go through rotate. You can see a new sharking in the bush, making sure that no one is going to come in. And again, Cæsarsalad hitting waves. Oh, they're 100% here. The Wubby's gonna. Yeah.
They want it and they will get it. They can maybe even cocoon. Because the boys are around. And yes. Oh!
Ooh,
The X-Strike.
I've never seen the like since Blakitny. Just X-striking out of everything.
Wait, POILK is okay, the chicken dinner almost arrived here. Hi, he flew onto the bridge. I guess he heard the cocoon, right? His teammate called. And then he was already flying. Luckily nothing happened, guys. Nothing to be seen here. Brightwing spits on top fort though, guys, because Falstad flew away, so it looks like the fort might die. Yeah, it is pretty much dead.
The split push Brightwing, the well-known meta in competitive play, always gets buildings.
1 HP! And it goes down.
13 first 4 diamond hands, and this is Sky Temple, so you gotta look not just XP, but structures, and this even structures, pretty much. So Granit Gaming not in too much trouble yet.
I'm feeling the pressure though. There was an isolation onto Rhaegar. He did sidestep the lick.
And Wubby cannot clear this camp in peace. He's just going to be harassed all game.
Yeah.
Oh? No. Oh, look at that discipline, though. They miss the Stormbolt, and they both immediately just leave. They understand that the rotation is already happening.
It's pretty important, actually, that you do that. It's fine to try, but it's equally important to, like, the moment you see, okay, it didn't work, you don't have to stay, because people will collapse onto you. And you used, like, jump and stun. Wait, did he do it? No, never mind.
He extracted out again.
Wait, but
I was kidding.
Okay.
I was kidding about the Blakidney thing, Gotfilth. Please stop doing this.
Nintorii is very low here. Brightwing gets stunned. Anubarak tries to follow up. Azyrite not ripping his silence. So Breez... Ah, there was a disconnect there. Breez dies for that. I think Brightwing was maybe a kill target, but Azyrite had to use his silence for that, and then they had to commit. Breez kind of left alone. And Diamond Hands... I mean, they're picking up like these little kills left and right, but they get so much value out of it. Because it's a double shrine phase just now, and basically bottom was kept for free here, so they will be able to play for top as well.
They're being really good about it. They get a kill and they don't look for more. They don't over chase. They back up a little bit, make sure that they can establish what they want to do.
Oh!
And, ooh, another beautiful kill.
Oh.
And then they immediately get something. So they got bottom objective off of that. They're getting top. They get camps. And they go clean up their lanes.
He basically solo killed the Falster there. He hit the isolation, he hit the lick, and yes, Brightwing Z'd in, and I think he got the final hit, but Nintorii, they're setting up the big one on Falstad. And another small piece, but they get so... Look at this, 16 versus 14. They're looking to invade the hard camp. This could be a throw? Probably not.
They didn't have anyone else who could stand on point, so
What in this?
They can't fight in this though. They have to leave.
Yeah,
They need to understand you can't fight in the spell armor.
I think he got interrupted once. His E got interrupted, so he's a bit in trouble. Falstad is flying. Aye! POILK! Flew all the way. Okay, gets the gust on heroes that don't care to be gusted in, actually. Ay. I think everyone is out. Yeah, the shrines were kept though by Diamond Hands, so
We're up one hole forward and part of another one for Diamond Hands. They are very far ahead on the map. They could actually try, knowing Gus is on cooldown, to force boss with their level advantage. It looks like they're just going to go for the siege the giants. So they do want to fight over something with their talent advantage. They don't just want to give anything for free.
yeah. Very aggressive by Diamond Hands, but they are 16 to 15. Isolation onto and the lick as well. Follow up by Genji. Ancestral healing is in time. Do they have maybe one more stun? Skullcracker stun and the kill. Genji isn't done yet. He looks for more, but ooh. Okay, the Tiger's pick pays off big time. Irel has to pop ult just because of that. Double stun!
Oh, now you boss though, right?
Yeah.
With Gus being used right there and you're 5 alive, you just run straight at it.
Yeah.
Granit Gaming already knows. They're already starting to posture to try to slow them down. Are they going to spawn the tornado on the left? Uh-oh. Hebi, why'd you go to the middle?
Yeah.
Why'd you do it?
Throwable. Wubby is gonna jump in. Get ready, guys. Hui! Gets the knock, but not on all heroes. Wubby has not... yeah, he doesn't have his ult, so... he just dies. He tried though, guys. He tried. Was a 4v5. Anubarak wasn't quite here yet. No Gust, no Irel ult.
If they're not expecting that, right?
Yeah.
If they're not expecting that and he gets the knock, that's actually huge because he will get the boss in the duration of the knock away.
Yes, he needs to hit all of them though, or like get the people off.
Ooh.
That is a cocoon. No X strike, and I think he's dead. Wait. He's full HP! Brightwing saves him!
Yeah, Brightwing Cleanse build is absolutely insane. Because you're going to cleanse something and then it's going to bounce your health so high.
Yeah.
Now they're getting the temples. They got all of temple mid. This is a single temple. Not enough to secure a keep, even though it does get the keep wall. So still only the 4 to pull pressure, right? 1 catapult every 3 waves in every lane. Not too big a deal. And there's not going to be anything up on the map for almost a minute.
Yeah, I mean, 19 versus 17. We don't want to throw a fight. Oh, the lick max range onto Wubby returns the favor. Nintorii, that is. And well, they're not throwing any fights. They're just winning them anyways. Odin for the siege here.
8 kills to 0. They're definitely going to get... Can they go mid through the base and get mid keep? I think they can. It looks like they agree.
Yeah.
They're going to.
You can, but I mean, I guess might as well. This is, I mean, the keep is so low, they just get it, yeah. Don't even really have to commit for it.
So now it's a double temple phase. 2 temples will end the game. That is enough damage to kill all the remaining structures, including core. They will be 20 for that, or boss will come up in another 2 minutes, I believe. 2 minutes 50 right now. And Granit Gaming can get 20 before that happens, but it would actually, they'd have to be soaking all 3 lanes continuously, which if they do that means they're not contesting the temples, which means they lose. So they're in very much a desperate situation.
Yeah, it's very close to checkmate. And we see Granit trying to... okay, never mind. I thought they're gonna E on the point, but they decide against it. They were trapping as like 4 heroes. Wubby is looking to open up anything here. Any kind of fight. Kinda have to fight now because the double shrine is so threatening. The whole map is threatening. If you look, the hard camp, the catapults.
Top is a little bit fixed. Or top is pushing in with that camp actually. That camp is not too big a deal in core. The problem is the catapult behind it is actually going to do a lot.
And the Haka plus Brightwing and the Genji makes it so that Falstad actually can't do anything. He cannot split. He's I mean, he has to stay with his boys basically. So the Haka just gets a free shrine on top, and then he's gonna burrow in, 5-man isolate. Get ready for it, guys. Get ready. Muradin takes some damage. Actually quite a lot. Okay. Gets out.
Yeah, but you pump damage into a murder, he doesn't die, his trait kicks in, he regens it all to full. Meanwhile, you've lost actual health that is not going to get healed up.
Yeah.
And... oh, that would have been such a good stun.
Yeah. That was a dead Falstad for sure. Granit is very split. Anubarak eat onto the point. You see a couple of extract resets. Where's the Darker? There he is. I used isolation. I didn't see if he hit. Oh, Falstad! Wait, did he fly on the point? Did I see that right?
I think so.
Guys, can someone clip that? Didn't he flap his wings there?
Well then.
Well, I mean, that was a very dominant showing by Diamond Hands. Wow. Granit, I mean, they couldn't do anything in this map.
That game ended up being 12 kills to 0. And very unusually for Sky Temple, the winning team actually had a fort alive. Usually all the forts are dead. They had 2 forts still alive.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was a clinic. That was a clinic on how to run Sky Temple.
Yeah, double global versus single global, which I think if the Genji is not there, you can play it. Like the Falstad can play it, but the Genji is so threatening as well. Like every time you split, Genji, he has so much reach with his D and the E, and every time he threatens it, the Brightwing Z can come as well. So you just die, or you, I don't know, you have to miracle gust them away and fly out or something. But and on top of that, they kind of also just got picked off everywhere randomly. He even, like, Falstad even died to the Dehaka on top, right? The isolation from the bush, the lick. It was just, honestly, Diamond Hands looked really good this game, from start to finish.
Yeah. Very clean, playing very well.
Yeah. Alt Z. I don't think you can Alt Z on Falstad, right? I never tried, honestly.
Don't think you can.
Yeah.
There's a weird thing. There's you can't Alt Z on Dehaka either, but there's a weird thing about Dehaka where if you click your Z inside your hitbox, you dig and get the sound, but it doesn't go on CD, so you can do it continuously and spook people with the sound.
Yeah. I know that one actually. So if I was Granit, I would probably pick map and pick something where we can fight, like team fight. Because I like
what were the map bans? Let me go check.
I didn't see, but wait, what was the first map?
So Dragon and Infernal were banned, it looks like.
Yeah.
And the first map.
Wait, we watched it together. I kind of forgot. I only remember Tomb and Tomb and Sky Temple.
It was
Is
Towers.
Towers of
No,
Doom.
no.
Wait, was it?
Was it Towers? No, Towers was our third
Garden.
map.
Yeah, Twitch had
Garden.
Twitch had knows. Garden of Terror. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
So it's Garden into Tomb into Sky Temple.
Ah.
And it looks like Dragon and Infernal are banned.
Garden is kind of a macro map as well, but it's different than Sky Temple. Sky Temple is on a clock, like because you lose structures to the objective, so and the opponents can kind of like dodge team fights as well. So it is a bit different, but yeah, because Granit won the garden, right? Yeah, they won on Garden, they lost on Tomb, and then they lost on Sky Temple just now. Bribe on Brightwing. Yeah, not so great, I'd say. It's level 1, right? And
yeah, it has the highest ladder win rate, but in
Okay.
competitive, you can tell your team, "Hey, kill these minions for me," to get an instant Z reset.
Yes.
And that's massive. And it's a little bit different on ladder, where people aren't maybe getting ganked as often. You don't need the global mobility as much. And you can steal camps. The best use of bribe talents is actually to steal camps from opponents, not to take your own camps. But in competitive, people are watching your camps, and if you go missing with bribe talent, they'll be like, "Is he on the camp?" And they'll go check it. And then you'll die and give them a camp for free. It's awkward.
You see the little Brightwing walking to your easy camp. Yeah. I mean, in Storm League, people, they do it in Vision, and sometimes people don't react, right? Because all you have to do is, like, get on the point. Brightwing will not get you off. So when you see him using his bribe charges, just make it on the point. You will eventually, like, your team will wrestle him off. But yeah. Wait, did they choose next? Wait, I can check myself maybe. Let's see. This. Yeah, Towers of Doom is the next map. Ooh, that's a Stitches map. And
Are you hoping to see Breez stitches or Caesar salad stitches?
ooh, I think Breez is not a big Stitches fan, actually. I don't think
he's not, and he's not good at it.
yeah, that is maybe also the reason why he doesn't like it. But honestly, I don't know if cæsarsalad likes Stitches that much. He looks good on like Anubarak and so on. So maybe we just ignore the Stitches. Both teams just ignore it, which is totally fine. Like it's not free win either on this map. It is like a map where people like to pick Stitches though, but it's definitely like there are a lot of punishes as well. Like it's not that simple.
Well, it's Splendor's complaint, right, about drafting in Heroes of the Storm. It's chess boxing. Drafting is like playing a game of chess, and then you have to go box a few rounds, and then come back and play another game of chess.
Yeah. Yeah. We won 3-0 against Chili Mountain? Yes, we did.
Yes. Team played extremely well. I'm very happy with you guys.
As
we had an insane garden game.
Yeah. I think the Imperious very useful that game. And Emerald win. Honestly, I guess like all pieces together worked very well, but the Imperious with the Kidnap, very strong. Were the games close? I think they were entertaining to watch, yes. Yeah. I mean, we are 10 European players, right, when we play against Team Wa, so everyone is playing on ping. I do think, though, that Team Wa, the way they play on Europe, they benefit more from like playing on low ping, like the way their hero pools and so on, work out. But I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, we are all playing on an A server, right? So we suffer as much as they do.
Ping doesn't affect all heroes equally, is the way I'd put it. So depending on your pool, Ping could be better or worse for you.
Yeah.
And also just like the type of game you play. If you play a very reactive game where you're trying to outplay people, your ping matters a lot more. If you play a very proactive game where you just have something you're going to do, then ping matters quite a bit less. So it's subtle. It might be harder to distinguish like which teams are better or worse on ping without understanding a lot of the dynamics of HOTS.
Yeah. No more Hogger.
I like how they lost to it once, and then they're just like, well, we can't take it away, so let's just ban it so we don't have to think about it at all in the draft. It's not a thing that exists anymore.
Yeah. I mean, and that's fine, right? I mean, the hero is
It's
pretty
totally
meta,
fine.
yeah. So you can definitely ban it.
It's like Western Clash 2018 when everyone was playing Maev and then everyone was banning Maev.
Yeah. Ooh. Wubby wants his Dehaka and he gets it. First pick even on Towers of Doom.
That is a high prio on Dehaka for this map.
I mean, Nintorii
Dehaka-
looked insane on Dehaka as well, so maybe taking
yeah.
it away is good.
You think it's a soft ban?
Yeah, I think it kind of is actually, yeah. And, I mean, on top of that, right, 2 offlanes were already banned, so... And, yeah, I think Nintorii looked really good on Dehaka.
Ooh. I love that rotation, assuming he goes Vines. Because it gives Stukov's the one thing Stukov really lacks in his kit is a cleanse. So you take the Lunara, you have Abolish Magic, you have a cleanse, but Lunara has to be not inting to cleanse people.
I mean, that's true, right? Lunara Stukov, it works very well because exactly like the cleanse on 13 helps out the Stukov drafts, helps out your front line. We see Diablo and Tychus very like in 2-3 here by Granit Gaming. That's pretty like an old school duo to pick together. We do see the Brightwing ban though. I wanted to say you will try to get the Brightwing with it as well for the percentage healing here on your front line. It is banned out though.
So I would strongly argue that back in the day, at least, Breez was the best Diablo player in the world. So I'll be curious to see how he plays on ping after not quite fully derusting some 4 years later. God, has it been 4? It's 2022. I forgot. It's been 4 years.
Yeah, I mean the clock, you know, it just keeps going. Time waits for no one, right? It just keeps going. But yeah, I mean, back in the day though, Diablo was quite different. He did a lot more damage. He in fact would basically one-shot any other frontliner as well if you like QEQ them into a wall, because you did quite significant amount of percentage damage.
Ooh.
There's a
I mean,
Johanna.
Breez did. W build's pretty much the same though. Breez did sometimes play W build.
Oh yeah. That's true.
They really like the Fall Stud. They're gonna have that Gust disengage potential. It's an interesting backline, right? We saw this backline on Tomb, I want to say as well, with the Lunara and the Fall Stud.
POILK can play Genji though as well. Like if they want to have something that threatens the opponent's backline here.
Ooh.
Hanzo, okay. So this is very like front to back. You have 2 very big front lines. Tychus, Hanzo, they are like fantastic range carriers. You do have ancestral healing. This looks very solid by Granit. No experimentation. We will see though. Like there is Gust, you mentioned it, is disengage.
I'll be really curious
Johanna
to see
has
if
a
Granit
blind.
goes for the old school combo of Arrow into APOC, or if Breez is going to be playing with Lightning Breath because he feels like he needs the unstoppable frames into the Stukov matchup.
Yeah. Johanna brings the blinds though, so the Tychus value is gonna be a little bit lower, especially like early to mid game when you look for picks with the drill. If she's around, she's just gonna blind, and I mean team fights as well. But later on, you're in the Odin more often as well.
And they're not. I mean, they have a global, but Diamond Hands also has a global, so they shouldn't be able to like out-macro them and catch them split on rotations, right? So the Johanna should literally always be there to be with her team. So I think I agree with you. I don't see how they're going to get a pick with the Tychus early, at least.
Yeah. But like on this map, like when I said on Sky Temple I don't like Odin that much, I think on towers it's actually very strong because the objective is like shortly timed. So if you push them away, you cap it. Because on Sky Temple you have to sit on the shrine for quite a while before you fully cap it. On this map you just channel through, you get the 4 shots, and then you're out of there. And Odin oftentimes actually secures it if you use it early enough, and then you just walk up as a team. But we will see.
Ooh, it's actually going to be Q-Build Hanzo. No other surprises in the level 1 talent department. And we're actually starting bottom from Diamond Hands, so we're just sort of going to clear the wave with Joe and Falstad. Falstad actually looking at stacks instead of the wave. I'll forgive him if he gets 3, but he only got 1, so that was fine.
Yeah, that's how my Falster Q looks like as well. Disappointing. But yeah, the Wisp actually kind of anchors for bottom, so they just get the wave. And they didn't want to brawl in mid. Totally fine. Don't really have... I mean, you have the Johanna draft, right? Your backline is rather slow as well, like Lunara Falstad. They don't really have burst.
They're doing something really interesting here, which is they're actually matching the Falstad against the Dahaka right now, so that this camp invade can't happen. Dahaka can't burrow without being matched by the Falstad, which means that if they try to invade, it'll be a 5v5, which is not what Granit Gaming wants to have happen when you pick a global.
That's true, actually. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, both teams will trade in this case, but yeah, that's true. Yo, Tomato, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, guys. We are watching Granit vs Diamond Hands, CCL Week 1.
Ooh, Unaverted actually took a lot of damage there just from POILK just standing there autoing him. Wasn't even CC'd. Just didn't quite realize he was getting drilled that hard.
POILK does
Ooh.
take a lot of in return, though, so yeah. They do clear the easy camps. On both
That's a
sides.
good scatter. Wubby is just getting bullied. Like he's doing 2v1 all game. There's actually nothing you can do when you're getting 2v1 as a melee hero.
Yeah. Easy camp for Diamond Hands on top. And actually, because we picked like Tychus and Hanzo, actually they do rotate now. I just want to say, it's not the easiest for them to get up here, but Diablo and Tychus are coming. And actually, all 5 heroes are kind of rotating.
Are they going to catch Diablo? No, Breez manages to charge to a minion. The Observer didn't catch it, but Breez actually took the aggressive rotation through the right bush there, not the left one, and got pulled by Condemn, but did manage to Q a minion to live.
Yeah. Hanzo made it to bot in time to soak. Gets poked though. The easy camp on top didn't walk in. Diamond Hands cleared it.
Ooh, that's a nice move by Breez. He's not actually trying to kill the Joe here. He's just trying to deny
Stopping the wave.
Condemn hitting the wave.
Yeah. Yeah. Falstad will stall the Dahaka once here. Yeah, he did. We saw it on the minimap. Someone has to kill the Wisp, otherwise... I mean, we can't cap anyways with Diablo. Grenade to interrupt. Hanzo takes a lot of damage. Oh my god, he dies to the low blow.
Yeah.
Was together with Lunara slow, I think.
I did not expect that, but I guess Hebi is just good at Stukov, as it turns out.
Actually, yeah, maybe it's Stukov's W as well, not only Lunara, but yeah. Getting the kill there, Azyrite dying.
Is Unaverted? Okay, he's out. Smexy actually did a lot of damage to him, but it did look like it wasn't actually enough.
Yeah. Wubby?
Smexy famous for doing a lot of damage, playing very aggressively on all his supports.
True. Breez is... okay, never mind. It's just looking a bit. Is Diamond Hands invading though? Can't really, because the camp is already done as well.
That's a check, right? If they were slow on the camp,
Yeah.
the invade would have been able to happen, but because they did it quickly. But you have to check. You'll never know if you don't go over there and look.
Yeah. POILK just missed his grenade on the minion wave. But yeah.
Hey, it's a hard skill shot, okay?
Yeah, probably won't matter. Yeah, they just killed the sappers anyways. Level 8 versus 8, or 8.5, basically very even. I think both walls on bottom are still... Yeah, they're both alive. Took a little bit of damage. Double shrine, top left and top right.
cæsarsalad actually getting bullied a little bit on Joe, not being allowed to condemn waves multiple times this game. So despite having wave clear in the tank slot, they Diamond Hands has been prioed several times in the rotation, and we're actually going to see them push in that bottom wave that cæsarsalad couldn't clear and get a little bit of damage to the wall and then back up.
Wubby ooh, he licked in one of the sappers to dice the toss. Yeah, that works, I guess. So top left, top right altar, usually you just trade unless you get like 1 or 2 kills or the opponents have like 0 stall heroes. It's very hard to play for this. Diamond Hands is manning up. They have 10 a little bit earlier, but yeah, they will not. Yeah. You just really can't. It's so hard to invade this one.
Oh, Wubby actually hit that W, or Hebi actually hit that W. He gets the slow, the Blessed Shield. Breez, however, is going to get Ancestral, and he's out.
Oof. Maybe he didn't need the Ancestral, but yeah, they get the cooldown out. Wubby is taking quite some damage here.
I'm surprised Nintorii didn't go for the body block there, actually. But now it's way too late. The Azyrite has made the rotation. This is now a 2v2 that you don't necessarily win.
Yeah. Arrow? Oh.
It is APOC, by the way, so it is going to be Arrow APOC. We are going to be looking for those arrows out of vision, basically on cooldown, assuming Granit plays this the way it used to be played. Just see a clump, aim at the clump, hit the clump.
Yeah.
Look for kills.
And for what we just saw, for that, Leaping Strike is obviously very valuable, right? Like, if Diablo comes like that out of nowhere, you could argue, like, Lunara would play more safe if you have Vines, so you wouldn't need it. But yeah, obviously you can bait like that. Sometimes maybe even the APOC. See that maybe later. Yeah, it's POILK on Tychus and Azyrite and Hanzo, yeah. And it is, yeah, it's basically the old school combo, right? Arrow into APOC. POILK, okay, gets condemned, but... Ancestral and Arrow obviously still on cooldown. Diamond Hands knows that. Not for long though, 15 more seconds. They have
and again, URL taking care of mid while Falstead bullies top, so Falstead can come down and match the global. Like, Diamond Hands is being very clean with this, essentially just playing 2 top play in order to be ahead on the macro game.
Yeah, it looks good actually, I agree. Falstead 1 HP, we see it on the top, guys. He had to use Gust. There's the arrow. APOC. And the Leaping Strike. Oh, he lives anyways! Wait, does he? No, he dies.
Nope.
Azyrite connects. Well,
and that's the combo.
and you just mentioned, right, the Falstad to match the global, but Wubby must have had an insane play on him because he almost solo killed him. He forced out the Gust. Basically what we saw last game, the Dehaka, the Apex Predator, getting the chicken there. And they win the Shrine, Granit Gaming. 28 HP for both cores. Who scales better into... I feel like the Tychus draft and the Diablo.
If this were Vines, and maybe even this was Falling Sword, I would argue that Diamond Hands draft is better late game. But with the talents taken, I think Granit has a far better 20.
Don't get me started with Falling Sword these days. I think like before the nerf, like okay, I think like on 20 it was absolutely insane, but I feel like now that it got nerfed, I really don't see it anymore. I don't know.
I don't know. 2 seconds of Unstoppable would be pretty good into Arrow APOC. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe not in every game. In fact, I think it was maybe even overpicked in the CCL, even when it was as strong.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need an Unstoppable.
Yeah.
And there's... Oh, Breez believed in that one, guys.
Yeah. Ooh,
But,
the massive shot. Beautiful. POILK is tanking. He does have the spell armor though, plus the ancestral, so he is back to full HP. They did trade quite some cooldowns here. Falstad, by the way, took top fort and he's flying in. Azyrite might be in trouble here, I think. Gets gusted. Low blow. And dies.
That time, Falstad got Cryo on the global by bullying, Wubby. It's a tough matchup, actually. Falstad versus Dahaka, it can go either way.
Yeah.
And that's a huge silence, but no kills actually generated from it, just some space.
10 shots, by the way, because they did get the top fort. This is huge for Diamond Hands. The solo, the kill on Hanzo opens up a lot of momentum. They do hit the isolation as well. Lunara cleanse. Irel gets the ult off, no one dies. And Diamond
Are they going
Hands.
to try to force this in, or are they just going to take their camp as well?
Yeah.
Looks like they're actually going to try to force at least one of the sappers in. They force one in to get the tower and then back up. I actually like that a lot. That is very clean play from Diamond Hands.
Actually, after the missed arrow and APOC, Granit was still posturing too aggressive, I think. They had to back off instantly. Because they pressed like 2 big cooldowns in vision, like everyone saw it. And then, you have to get out. Like, Falstad was too far forward, he got gusted in, and then he is dead 100%. Because Ancestral was used prior to that as well, right? Yeah. So I think they had no business.
Back up right now.
Yeah, they had no business being there.
That's a tough thing when you feel like you have normal cooldowns, you have your health bar, like you feel like you have resources. But it's not enough to have resources. You gotta have more resources than the enemy team in order for it to be a good fight.
And with the conversion of the top fort, every top easy camp is actually quite annoying. Nice scatter, quite annoying for Granit. Which spawns now. Let's see if Diamond Hands... Actually, they're starting boss instead. Okay.
No, I don't like that. Joe's pressuring mid a little bit, so they're definitely going to get some chip damage from the minion wave being pushed up like that. Which may help them at some point in the future, 6 cap, but only if they keep the lanes shoved, and doing boss does not help you keep the lane shoved.
I think this boss call was fine, though. They got it completely for free, and they didn't really lose much, right? Because the top left... Actually, Hebi might be in trouble. Oh, nice shove. I guess Wubby could have eaten, right? He had to, like, after the burrow, he had to... Yeah. Preemptively E.
He would have had to predictively do it instead of reactively.
Azyrite gets interrupted as well. Diamond Hands is trying to take everything here. No, never mind. They give this one after they interrupt, but...
They're going to head bottom and push the pressure back on the bottom and onto that half health. They might try to trap, actually, in this choke. Breez goes in, gets knocked, is stuck in that puddle for a while.
Johanna gets drilled. Wubby is zoning the rest. Ooh, Blast Shield! Smexy! Alt R, gets out. Wubby not so lucky. Smexy is running, and he might get gusted. No.
You think Gotfilth could have gone up there and gusted him into the wall?
Yeah, I think there was a small window to actually get the gust and kill him, but yeah.
That's a tough angle. I don't know if I would have thought of that.
Yeah, it is. And it looks a bit Pepega if it goes wrong, because then you save him, but I think he was out if you don't do it, right? But yeah. Diamond Hands looking really good. 20
Nintorii
shots.
Taking the fort with Dauntless, so his team can just hit the building for free. They are gonna, and cæsarsalad pressuring mid, and then goes up to sort of deny the pressure from Granit Gaming, but the sappers do get it anyway. Now top wall is completely gone.
Yeah. I mean, Granit will get one more fight here, but it's gonna be disadvantaged in terms of positioning, because it is bottom. I mean, actually, could maybe just look for a pick instead, and actually Diamond Hands is looking for a pick here in mid. Never mind. How do you fight for bottom shrine here if you Granit? How do you do it? I'm thinking.
No, you can't.
You can't, right?
You can deny the 3 shots going in from the sappers, and you can get bottom back, I think.
They're bleeding! Guys, stop! You can't fight for it! Stop! Oh, they're trying! Diablo goes on Lunara here. Wubby really wants to stall. Oh, this is so bad! Oh my god! Azyrite is dead. Wubby misses the isolation. Misses the lick. He dies. Oh my god, yeah. You could. I mean, we couldn't fight for this, guys. We lost like 50% on 2 heroes before we
It's not your
arrived.
fort, Maxi. It's not your fort. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's not your fault, and it wasn't lethal. But I mean, yeah.
So the correct play here is to actually go for the 6 cap, which is not something we get to see very often in competitive. Don't even worry about the altar. If you get all the forts, it will end the game. This is like going core when you get a penta, guys. This is exactly the same thing.
Yeah. On Towers of Doom, have to kill the forts. Hanzo's back in 6, but all forts will be converted. In fact, they are all full HP as well, because even on bottom the minions didn't do anything to it. So that's over. Stukov will cap. There's an arrow. Oh!
The fly dodges the stun. Insane play.
Yeah. He did ruin his KDA though. I do not acknowledge. I don't like that, but style points for sure. Yo, Granit or Diamond Hands actually looking very strong this best of 5.
Yeah, I think after that, a lot of people are going to reevaluate how strong they think Diamond Sand are, because they did not come in with high public ratings in the power ranking, shall we say. But I think after that, people are going to be like, even though maybe Granite wasn't rated highly either in a lot of people's rankings, the cleanness of those games was something.
I mean, the Diamond Hand guys, they're playing together for a while, right? And I think they looked good last season as well. Here and there a bit shaky, but definitely not bad. So
I mean, shaky is to be expected though, right? cæsarsalad was actually a support main who role swapped tank, so he was learning to tank. He got better pretty much every week. Like he had a lot of growth to do, and he's gotten much better from the tanking slot. Hebi was on oxygen, and I would like to think that Hebi grew a lot on oxygen as well, and now he's on Diamond Hands. And then Unaverted, Nintorii, and Gotfilth were there. Like they haven't changed at all. They have the same mindset. Obviously, they're happy to be playing together, so it's huge.
Yeah, full NA roster as well, so don't struggle with ping. And I mean, it looked clean. I mean, they lost the first map, but honestly, map 2, 3, and Towers of Doom now, very clean, strong showing, honestly. Copenhagen, Chili Mountain and Granit stays the same. KEKL. Yeah, the cursed teams, guys. I'm certain that Chili Mountain will bounce back. I think Granit, it's hard for them, guys. I'm telling you, like if they don't practice much, and it's the only team we haven't scrimmed against. I don't know if they did scrim, right? But this is not a walk in the park, right? Like if you want to win a few games, you have to put some time in. I'm not sure if Granit is actually scrimming, but yeah.
I think someone told me they saw them scrimming the other day. They scrimmed 1 block this week, but I think that might have been the only time they've scrimmed.
Yeah,
as well. So,
because our team got a scrim block against everyone else, right? But Granit, I think we haven't played them yet. I think, is that correct? Because we played Wild Heart, we played Diamond Hands, we played Simplicity.
Yeah, I think we scrimmed everyone.
Yeah,
I think we scrimmed everyone except Granite.
30k and Chili Mountain, yeah.
And we will. I mean, we'll keep trying to schedule a walk against them so we can see.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would love to play against them as well, but yeah.
Yeah, it'd be super fun.
Didn't get the chance yet.
Worst case scenario, we get to play them in CCL. Easy.
Yeah. I mean, of course, and we play them tomorrow or today in Masters Clash as well. You know, it's a bit different though, but yeah. We do get to play against the Granit boys for sure. Yeah, guys, that sums up the first play day of CCL. There's gonna be an interview. I will bring it up in a second, but I want to thank you very much for joining me, Cav.
Oh, I was happy to. This was really fun.
Yeah,
actually.
it was fun. I agree. And I will see you tomorrow when we play again.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Have
Thank
a good night,
much.
Have a good night, Twitch chat.
Bye. All right, that was Cav, guys, our coach within Oxygen. I will bring up the interview for. I mean, Diamond Hands will give a winner interview, right?
Around something fierce with that goat hammer, and it did not look good. You called it a strange build, but I know some other players that play it as well in Europe. Just think, and this used to be meta during good memory times for Breez and others of that era. So you know, harkening back to something comfortable. I believe you brought that up, Justin. He did it, got completely shut down.
Into 5 counters, unfortunately.
Too many
4
counters,
counters, yeah.
So maybe like Firestorm Lightning Breath would do a little bit more. This game, it's safer. It's not as action, let's say, your available actions sensitive. I don't know, but overall, we got to say the Diamond Hands played better today.
Well, that is the case, and we are ready to go. We have Hebi on the line joining us right now. Hebi, congratulations on your victory over Granite Gaming in a 3-1. How you feeling?
Hey, friends. I feel good.
No cam
I mean,
again, guys.
It would definitely feel bad.
Maybe
to, like,
there's some
start the
issue, but
season,
players showing up without cam to the
with
interview.
the loss, so I'm pretty happy that we won.
Yeah, put Mena in instead.
Well, simply put, of course, Justin, any questions for Hebi?
Yeah, first of all, congrats. GG's.
Thanks.
How confident were you guys going into the series? And how did it feel, maybe the difference between your confidence before the series versus after game 1? And how did you guys recover?
I was like pretty cautiously like optimistic because we did a lot of like preparation. Like we kind of been watching, like, I don't know if you know, but they were playing in I think it was Masters Clash right before this against, it was like Lauper and Sko and a few other people. So we were kind of watching that after our warm up, and kind of we did like a small amount of like draft prep and things like that. So I would say we were pretty confident, but also these players deserve like a lot of respect, I think. Like I remember watching them on stage like years ago. So just very like cautiously confident because we know that like they haven't been playing much, so they might be a little bit rusty. And like maybe we can eke out a win.
Very modest.
Definitely
I mean,
a
I
win
think
today
Diamond
for
Hands,
Diamond
they
Hands,
look
of course,
good. I
Grubby.
can tell you they look good in
Any
scrims against us
hot
as well.
questions
So
for Hebi?
definitely
Well,
pretty
Hebi,
hardworking.
This match is of course important for yourself as your inaugural match, the opening match of the season. Every match is important. Would you say it was extra important playing against some of the players that you watched way back when, or would you have totally respected taking an L at first?
Taking an L, I think, would have been understandable. Like into these players, like their roster's pretty nuts. I think it was like a combination of like ping and among other things that like kind of helped us. But it definitely is kind of a confidence booster.
Hebi, you low
start the
blowed all
season,
of
I guess.
them. Take a little
Very
bit of
good.
credit
You or
for that.
anyone
Wasn't only ping.
concerned after losing the first map?
A bit. It seemed like maybe our like prep work like hadn't paid off, and maybe we were about to get like absolutely thrown in the garbage. But that didn't quite happen. I mean, it was a really close game 1. Like I don't think people were like too broken up about it. Like, it definitely could have gone our way.
Alrighty, well, Hebi, thank you for sitting down with us. Thanks for answering some of the questions before, as always.
Giga Jet
just to get out of here,
Copenhagen,
any
yeah,
questions
with
you'd
it.
like to give?
GG easy.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Diamond Hands for drafting me. This is my 3rd CCL org. That's also the 3rd CCL team for Unaverted too. The other person they picked up.
What the fuck is
So,
a Hebi?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
no,
been around.
no offense. When I call
All right, well,
for
thank you for joining us, Hebi. Congratulations on your victory up against Granite Gaming, and we look forward to seeing you all play.
when I call for targets, I never use the player name. That's all, guys. Had nothing to do with Hebi. And I swear, when Liam called for Hebi in that game on I think it was on Tomb, I remember it. It was very personal. It was a personal attack, because Liam and Hebi, they played together or something before, and I swear, it wasn't game related. Wait, do we have the clip? Yeah, someone posted the clip. No, let me see. Is it? It was on Tomb. Yeah. There we go. Let me bring that one up.
Yeah,
Let's wait on the others.
We clear, and then we go.
Right ahead.
Murder.
Burn it. Yeah. Look heavy after. Heavy.
Who's?
Hebi.
Can you call
Frontline.
names? What the fuck is Hebi?
When we are dying even, I didn't remember that.
Getting the gems.
Let's wait on the others.
We clear, and then we go. Right ahead.
You hear? Lauba says Muradin. Everyone Muradin, even Liam. And then
Look heavy after.
look Hebi after. Wait, what even happens? How do we die? Ah, BBJ!
What the fuck?
Wait, BBJ is running it down. Here, look. He walks into the Xul route, guys.
Burn it. Yeah.
That's why we lose the fight
Heavy
after,
after.
no?
Heavy after.
Look at
Heavy.
BBJ.
Can you call
Names.
What the fuck is Hebi?
Yeah, this is a great one. BBJ running it down, never? Yeah. BBJ fucking move commanding into the Xul. Alright, guys. It's, what is the time? Almost 1 AM. Can we call names? What the fuck is heavy? Yeah. I seem more angry in that clip as well than I actually am. It's when I play. That's my game face. Just saying, guys. I have I like heavy. I like heavy. BBJ right-clicking core. Yeah. Actually, BBJ's deck art, I swear, in the playoffs, I think it must have been season 1 on Dragonshire. I forgot against who we played, but I swear he got lapped by Sonya every single team fight. Oh man. Great times. But yeah, basically, guys, week 1 of CCL is in the books. More to come every weekend from now, the next 7 weeks, 8 weeks, plus step ladder, and then the playoffs. Keep in mind the playoffs are offline. For the first time in the history of CCL, we will have an offline event. Let's bring up the standings real quick one more time. Here, Masters, CCL. Tomorrow we will get to see. Wait, I think I just talked nonsense, but either way, tomorrow we get to see more matches. I don't know what I just talked about, but tomorrow we get to see Storm versus 30k and Simplicity versus Wild Heart. Also, there's more Masters Clash tomorrow as well. Whoops, that was the wrong button. Here, Masters Clash group stage. There's 4 Sunday matches as well. Fuck! Why do we have the last match? That means I can't cast, right? I guess I can only cast the second match then. I just, yeah, just now realized it. Yeah, I guess it means I can only cast. I mean, maybe at the end of the first block. Like, it depends on how quick we run it against Granit, or how quickly they run it. But yeah, screw Masters Clash this cast. We are not mathematically qualified for playoffs yet, right? So otherwise, Rutso would very much take over for me. I mean, he would probably take over and do better anyways, but I like to play the game, guys. I like to play the games. We lost 2-0 to Chili Mountain in Masters Clash. Yes, we lost 2-0 to Chili Mountain in Masters Clash today. That is right. Yeah, I'm kind of done for tonight, guys. So how did I? So this is the first weekend where we had to play Masters Clash into CCL, and we legit had like a break of, I don't know, 5 minutes or something in between. I don't think anyone was really exhausted by it. I think that was totally fine. It felt a little bit stressful.
But yeah, definitely doable. And I guess if you play like this, the 6 p.m. Masters Clash match, then you actually have an hour in between as well. So then it's like no problem at all. Yeah. What do you think was the difference between Masters Clash and CCL today? I mean, I think we got outplayed more in the Masters Clash games. Maybe slight draft issue. And yeah, honestly, I don't know. Like Maiev on Europe is a lot more scary than on NA. Yeah, you know, like for Ultralisk hero pool, I think the ping matters quite a bit. But yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, like the Masters Clash games, they were winnable as well, right? I don't like like Alterac was winnable, no? And Shrines, I mean, I guess Shrines, I don't know, was maybe winnable, but was kind of rough. But it was also, we were quite Pepega, probably, if you look at it a bit more in detail. I remember I got hooked on cooldown, so actually I got hooked on cooldown. I got hooked on cooldown in CCL as well. Didn't he hook me? But it didn't matter because we had the triple melee, and then they just killed them anyways. But yeah. Fucking Stitches, man. Not very fun to play against. Who are we raiding tonight? What are we doing? Let me open the category here. Twitch. Heroes of the Storm. No, Ruzzo, I said I wanted to cast CCL tomorrow, but we have the last Masters Clash match of the evening, so it overlaps with CCL. And then someone said, just fuck it and let Ruzzo play. And I said, we are not mathematically qualified for playoffs in Masters Clash either yet. And I like to play the game as well, you know. But yeah. Anyways. I will send you over to... I think I just raid Grubby. No? I think I just raid Grubby. I'll do it easy way today. Alright. Huge shout out to all the gifted subs. We have, I mean, yeah, once again. Line, Ferryman, Extinction Planter, Kaffeepause, Hatain. We had Marlo gifting a sub. We had Juzam gifting a sub. Couple of more, like, insane support today, guys. Thank you very much for that. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed Masters Clash and CCL. I'll be back tomorrow with more Masters Clash and CCL. We play against Granit. And then I will try to cast the CCL games afterwards. Yeah. As always, I will also, like, all the games will be uploaded to YouTube, right? So, but you can just watch it on Twitch as well. You don't need to be a subscriber or anything. Like, the VOD is always open to everyone. So feel free if you miss the matches, you can always watch it.